Hey now! All those noises were me adjusting the microphone. I was like, I hit the live button and I was like, wait, the microphone's not anywhere near my face. Why did I hit live so early? But there we go. Hey now! We're live with some Octopath Traveler. This is definitely going to get interrupted early on because groceries are going to be needed brought in. Hopefully that happens before I actually start playing the game. Like within the next few minutes would be nice. But in the meantime, let me go ahead and get the word out that we are live. Let's see. Oh god, I gotta find the right channel, because she's got so many fucking channels. Oh, it's literally right above the one I was on. Alright, go to Facebook. Oh, refreshing. Okay. Rip Legend is trending, but it's in football, so I'm assuming some football guy died. Gale Sayers. Can't say I've heard of him. Why is... Oh, No Man's Sky is trending probably because there was like a new expansion or something. Ted Cruz is a shithead, we knew that. Alright, yeah, nothing good is trending. There's not a single thing on Twitter that's good right now. Let's see. Some guy worked for Blizzard, he was the CEO starting his new shit, who cares? Oh, Kojima's trending. Have thugs from Konami tracked him down and are now currently beating the shit out of him? Oh god, they're remaking Metal Gear Solid, and people are like, yo, without Kojima, you ain't shit. That's why. God, there's nothing good trending. Fuck Twitter. Fuck the internet. Fuck everything. Jesus. Damn, fuck them kids. Jesus. That's just insane. Like, nothing good is happening. At least not today. Dramatic music. So like I said, I'm trying to like stall for time a little bit, hopefully that the groceries will be here within the next like minute or so, and we can just bring them in and everything, and then just have an uninterrupted stream. I don't want to. I hate having to interrupt gameplay for like 5 minutes to do that. It's annoying, especially since as soon as that happens, Gibbs is gonna lose his shit. He's gonna start barking and running around and jumping, and I definitely don't want him to jump. Because he fucking hurt me the other day by jumping on me, and I'm just over that. Oh, you know what? While I'm waiting, let me see. There's a link I need to get. Wait. I think I need to find the last link that they used. Searching, searching, searching. God, where are we searching? Alright. Because, I mean, it should be on the same website that they used last time. I don't know why I have to do everything for people. Like, nobody ever seems to just be able to... There we are. figure things out on their own. But all right. I mean, there's a search feature right there. Oh, fuck off. All right. Oh, perfect timing. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. We're gonna get the groceries. It might take a few minutes, but as soon as that's done, then I will we'll start the actual gameplay. Oh, calm down with that. Loud, very loud. Oh, dare jump at me. Hey now, hey now, hey now. I am sorry that took so long. I am back. Oh my god. Hey now. Yeah, I got you. I think we can dispense with the intro stuff for today and just go to the actual game because I'm running so late. That's the intro. That's not what I want. Oh, but I gotta stop the actual music. Sorry that took so long. We still got some fish that smells bad, so we're gonna... That got thrown out. We're gonna get our money back for that shit. Alright, let's play some fucking OCTOPATH, guys. Whew. Normally I'd play the intro, but considering it's like 10 to 1... Yeah, okay, what am I doing here? Let's see. Am I still... Okay, so I'm still on Therion's chapter. I guess we're going this way. We didn't finish Therion's thing. Okay. Oh, that's right, we're sneaking around and shit. Lorne Cathedral. Hey now, hey now, hey now. Crack up on my water and take a drink. Oh, I got one that's open. Whew! The timing on that was pretty shit. All this chapter 4 stuff is so ominous. An abandoned church? You know, the torch that's lit right there suggests that it's not actually abandoned, Therian. Nothing seems out of order. Except maybe these stairs. If their hideout isn't there, I don't know where it could be. So what's up, Ethereum? Etheran, rather. I'm trying to say your name right. But I can't just waltz through the front door. Eventually, I'll get it right.
Time to get to work.
Time to find myself a disguise. Oh, so we're not just storming the gates, huh? Steal thief's clothing. Alright. Ice soulstone medium. Oh, that's right, the Draugr. Yeah, there you go. Hey, what's up? Looks like there's multiple locations that I could do that from. Hello, could you move? Oh, alright. Why not just let me go up to him and do the path action? Why does it gotta be a cutscene for everything? I hope someone will find the bastard soon. Ace will be getting an earful from the boss again. A small fry. This should be easy.
Hey.
Hey, looking for me?
There with you.
Damn right I am. Where the hell did that bastard go? They never look behind them. No. Really? There we go. Steal ourselves brigand's garb. I trust you won't be missing this. Oh, nice. A character build. What are you working on? You won't be needing those for now. Sleep tight. Man, just leaving the dude in his underwear out in the cold and the snow? That's fucked up. I'm okay, wait. Hold on. It says make my way for the cathedral. Hey, EB, you made it. I literally just started. I was so late. I had to put away groceries and everything. I didn't even play the intro. But my quest marker's still pointing to... Is it this guy it's pointing to, or... It's hard to tell. It's pointing to this guy, it looks like, yeah. I don't know if this helps. Hey, looking for me? How you doing, Evie? I heard your paperwork for the teat yeet went through. Yeet them teats. You're mine now. You didn't miss much. I literally just started. I was putting away groceries and everything. We got salmon from Walmart, and it smells terrible, so we threw it out. Triple threat and 3.5. I don't know what any of that is. Okay, is... Wow. Is it... Are you talking about Dungeons & Dragons, I would imagine, or some kind of tabletop game? .5 BAB plus 16. I don't know what that is. Arcane spells, I know what that is. I'm guessing it's Dungeons & Dragons. Damn. Lost him. Really, dude? But it just brings me back here. Alright, I'm just going to go to the... Even though the quest marker is pointing me down, I'm just going to go to the cathedral. That's silly. Yeah, I've never actually played Dungeons & Dragons, so I know a little bit about it, but not like a whole lot. Alright, medium and spiriting plum. Those are always good to have. Let's go. Lorne Cathedral cellars. Still waking up?
Now.
Gotcha. Now to fool the lookouts. Hey, what's up, guys? Any good snacks in the break room? Oh, did? Well, learn to follow yourself. He's just a kid. Must be a new recruit. In that case...
So you think that's funny?
You blundering idiot, did you forget who I am? Roll a 16th level fighter, 17th level wizard, and 17th level divine equivalent of wizard into a single 20th level character with some bonus stuff. Sounds overpowered, I like it.
Yikes!
No, I didn't. Yeah. Wait a second.
Huh?
You're that new guy, aren't you? Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Yeah, he's supposed to be out looking for Therian with the others.
Enough!
Stop slacking off and go find him.
Got it.
Yes, sir. I guess only the higher-ups can slack off here. Typical. Time for a wardrobe change. Oh, that's why it didn't let me... That's why it was... Okay, so I gotta find a... Alright, steal the Master Thief's clothing. Okay, I got you. I don't know where he is, though. I mean, it's not this guy, right? It's the guy who knocked out Memorial Sword, Inspiriting Plum. Oh, you know what? Wait, hold on. I'll take that Inspiriting Plum, though. Oh, okay, there's the quest marker. It's this dude. I don't know why it put me up there when he's down here. Brigand Leader's Garb.
I'll take that.
You won't be needing these for now. Sleep tight. That's okay. Sometimes I go on the in and outs of Pokemon competitive battling, and y'all are just like, what are you talking about? We gotta travel banter.
Well.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Just knock everyone out. In nature, there existeth many kinds of mimics. Yeah, like what? Well, there is a lizard that pretendeth to be withered bow, and snatcheth its prey when it strayeth too close. Other creatures mimic in living plants to their own their own predators, or precious stones. When I watch thee at work, I am reminded of them. You're comparing me to bugs and rocks? Yeah, but in a nice way. I am saying thou learnest from the natural world, and showeth great skill in apery. Apery? Ape not kill ape. 'Tis most interesting to me to see what role thou wilt taken on next. Great. I'll try to keep you entertained. Yes, I like thee better when thou art agreeable like this. Don't push your luck. I don't think Haunted understands sarcasm. So I just picked the wrong thief. Yeah, let's do like Skyrim. We'll strip everybody down. I remember, like, when Skyrim was fairly new, June sent me this link to this article, because I was playing it on Xbox, and June hadn't played it at all yet, right? And I gotta tell you guys this. This one is a bit of a sarcasm. Oh my god, where Riddle at? That's funny, though. Alright, so anyway, there was an article about a guy who, he tried to do, like, the classic Elder Scrolls thing, like, let's see if we can kill everybody in a town. But then he realized you can't really do that in Skyrim, because as many guards as you kill, they'll keep respawning, like, they just get new guards, and you can't kill children. So, I remember, the game was new, so this is before, like, a lot of mods and shit, and a lot of people were playing it on console, because I originally played Skyrim on Xbox 360. So, instead he decided, let's make an entire town naked, or as naked as Skyrim will allow. And there's all these screenshots of everybody it was Whiterun, everybody in Whiterun running around in their underwear. Obviously, you still can't do that to every character. You can't do it to children, for example, because you can't pickpocket children. Because I think the way that Skyrim handles children is that they're not technically NPCs. They're more like, I think the game treats them as non-hostile creatures, essentially. That's why you can't pickpocket them. But anyway, so he sends me this link, and is just like, what the fuck, you know? And I said, yeah, if your pickpocket skill is high enough in Skyrim, people don't realize that you're undressing them. Because you can get a perk that lets you pickpocket equipped items. So people don't realize that you're undressing them. And I said, Sean would do that, except Sean would be at the Riften Orphanage. And it was like the biggest nuclear burn in history. Stealing clothes from a thief, that's a new one. Sarcasm. Oh my god.
Now then.
Now to fool the lookouts.
Wait.
Okay, I'll identify yourself. They're just kids. Must be new recruits. In that case.
Damn fools.
Just who do you think you're asking me that?
Yikes.
Sorry, sir.
That's enough.
You got guts forgetting who your leader is.
Begging your
Please forgive us. Fine. You're lucky I'm in a good mood today. I gotta remember, he's pretending to be them, so I gotta do the accent. But Lord Darius will hear about it next time it happens.
Now then.
Now listen, some fool claiming to be me might try to slip in. Oh, that's funny. But don't you dare let that bastard through, yeah? That's like that line in X-Men 2 where Stryker says, if anybody comes down this hallway, shoot them even if it's me, because he knew Mystique would try that shit. Yes, sir. Why is it playing like this Bar Mitzvah music? Is Therian about to turn 13 and get lots of presents? Too easy. I'll never sneak through a window again. But I better make it quick. It's only a matter of time until they figure out what happened. Oh, that was very bright. Out of my way, I've got urgent news for the boss. It's you. You're that phony the lady was talking about. Phony? My clothes were stolen by that stupid thief. No leader of mine would be stupid enough to get his clothes stolen. Fair point. You bastard! Yeah. Oh, why so bright? Search for the emerald and gold dragon stones. There's a safe point there. Let's look around a bit. Oh, look what we got. Refreshing jam. That's always a great item to find. We got battles. Alright, I don't have a scholar in the group. Ice elemental, carnivorous bat. Bats are usually weak to swords. Yep, I figured. Most things are weak to swords. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's try this. Okay, cool. Storm.
Let my arrow fly and true.
Yeah, they're up in his hammers. Sort of like gameplay and story segregation, you know? Let's do this.
Sure as fire.
We have to protect Therian. He's literally the lower level character. Nice.
Out of my way.
Yeah, that didn't do so well. I mean, if you notice, it also only shows him wearing the thief clothing when in cutscenes. It doesn't even show that walking around. Hell, they're not even wearing their special job clothing walking around. Good night. Fuck out of here. God, that's so good. Ooh, look at that.
There is no choice.
Yes, Final Fantasy VI did handle it properly. Alright, let's try this. That does not work. Swords do not work. What are these guys anyway? Gotta see what they're called. Hey, fuck off, buddy. Bandit bones. Alright, let's try the dagger. Dagger does not work. Staves work. Okay, we got some. Cool.
I will not be defeated.
Stop. Blunt attacks against walking bones. Yeah. There is a bit of logic to this. Let's try axes. Axes work too. Good.
Let my arrow
Out of my way.
It makes sense in a way. There's nothing to cushion the blunt trauma. You can use any weapon you want, so... Damn, they got a lot of health! Holy shit! These guys got hella health. He's done.
lessen the hunt.
Oh, I should have boosted her. What was I thinking? They're probably weak to holy, too.
What next?
He's dead. Okay, cool.
I honor you, my queen.
Odds and ends. Definitely want that purple chest. Enchanted sword. Is that any good? Probably not. Let's see. Oh, wow, it is really good. Never mind. I was talking some shit. We'll give that to you. Nobody else is using swords right now? Well, actually, you are. You're using the Trinity sword. Alright, and... Doesn't Therian also use swords? Oh, he's got a Trinity sword, too. Never mind. I've noticed that in this game, they don't do the undead is weak to fire thing all the time. only some of the time. I don't need to save. We're good. Putting a save point right after a scene transition is silly because of all the auto saves. We got new enemies. Alright, we got Brigand Leader 2 and 3. Alright, let's try arrows. Arrows do not work. Okay. Have you played this game, Etheron? Just curious. Swords do not work, at least not on that guy. Daggers do not work. Staves do not work. Axes work on that guy. Okay, we got something going. Oh, you bastard. Nope? Okay. I would highly recommend it if you like RPGs, and obviously you do. Hold on, why don't we actually use some of these great thief skills? Oh, that didn't go so well. Unless more to poison. Heal. Bam! Yeah, I really wish I had a scholar on the team, but I was like, let's take Cyrus off because Therian needs to be in the party. Alright, let's see. Let's try spears. Spears do not work. Ah, okay. Okay. I understand that, Etherin. You've never played this. Alright, well, wait, hold on. Well, try swords. These are different enemies. Swords do not work. Axes work, we know that much. Alright, they're both toppled. I might have Ulberich go crazy here. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. Boom. Alright, you're done.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
Yeah, the Lufia thing, I wasn't mad at. I mean, like, you can't spoil Lufia for me, because I played it so many times. I just want to make sure if anybody's experiencing it for the first time in chat that they don't get spoiled. Oh, what do we got here? Inspiriting Plum Basket, those are always nice. Okay, hello. More of these shitters. Okay. So they got axes and 2 other weaknesses. Try spears. Not spears. It's probably magic, I would imagine. I think I've tried every other weapon on them. Alright, let's do this.
Keep it up.
There we go. Nice.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Victory shall be mine.
Coming.
Most things are weak to axes, right? If you get chopped up by an axe, that tends to hurt.
I appreciate it.
Give me the SP back. There we go.
Come at you.
Boom!
Well then.
What's your strongest weapon is probably your spear. There we go. You're done. Alright.
I will not be defeated.
Hack, hack, hack.
What next?
That was really wimpy. Oh god. Therian, what the fuck, dude? This is your chapter. You're supposed to be the one who shines. You are the one who knocks. There we go. You boke. Done.
With each battle,
Dunzo. Dunyan rings. Brooks and Dunn. So hazy, I can barely see what the hell's going on, and hello.
Against me. Then be hunted.
Okay, new enemies. Brigand Leader 1. Go figure. No. Bastard. Alright, daggers work on those guys. I'm just gonna try and maybe just do something big here. A Tiger Rage. Alright, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all.
What next?
Ugh.
come at you.
See, I really don't have anybody to hit those elements, except for Hanet. And I'm not setting up runes for, I'm not setting up runes for, like, just low-end, bitch-ass thieves that I'm fighting in random encounters. For a boss, I would, but... Heal. Eh. Would have been better if it was boosted. He's done.
Anger none.
Boom!
Now
Yeah, I mean, you can't use too much logic because basically they, you know, enemies only have so many weaknesses, you know? Alright, let's try that heal thing again. Nice! That was a good one.
I will not be.
Ophelia, what the fuck?
My arrow flying.
They're both almost dead. Oh, he's dead.
Let the hunt begin.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a common RPG trope as well. Alright, Therian's level 51 and Ulbrich's level 65. Yeah. Remember the Lunar games, your characters were tiny, and the bosses were gigantic. Alright, a nice refreshing jam, but this is not the right way.
victory shall be
Okay, Maydog. What's up? I've never seen you before, and you're immediately using one of my emotes, which means you've been lurking me for a while. What's up, man? How's it going? Or if you're not a man, I apologize for that. Yeah. I think I had enough of random encounters for this area. So see, I need to keep my bearings and figure out where the hell I'm going. How's it going? Okay, Maydog. This looks good. Okay. Yeah, this looks like this... I'll actually save it this time. Am I going to say anything other than an emote? I love the emotes, but come on, say something. Here we go. We got something happening here. We do have a Discord. Found you.
I still don't.
Oh, he's
get
talking.
why
I don't need to
Darius
talk
is
if he's
after
talking.
Dragonstones, though.
He's a shithead.
Cause he'll grant me an even greater power than I have now.
Let me guess. The ability to bring people back from the dead? That seems to be the running theme in this game.
Darius.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name on Discord? You must not talk very often.
Still alive, I see.
But my mods will post Discord links occasionally, no matter what, so... You lurk? Hey, nothing wrong with lurking, but I'm glad you finally said something.
This far. You must really want that bang.
I don't bite. Some of the mods might bite. Mostly June. June
But
bites.
I'm not here for me anymore.
Put a muzzle on June. I'm beautiful, thank you.
Who are
You're beautiful
you?
too. No, you're breathtaking!
For the people who put their trust in me.
We're gonna kick this guy's ass.
Those eyes. I hate those eyes.
Jeepers
What
creepers.
happened to those minces I saw in Wellspring?
It is? I had no idea. I do not have it. I had no idea it came out today.
Did all those years ago.
Oh my god.
Don't make me laugh. You'll just be betrayed again.
I had no idea it was out today. I kind of like lost track of that.
You're right. I might.
Do you know what happens when you trust others? They see you for the knife you are and use you all they want.
That's mostly just you, Darius. You're the one who does that.
That's how I got to where I am today. I used you to get what I wanted, and now I own this whole town.
Yeah, but this town ain't shit.
Right.
That is my doggo, yep.
Darius.
It's actually, hold on, I'll show you. 1 second. I have 2 doggo emotes for Gibbs. I'll put them both in the thing right now. Those are both Gibbs, and then my doggo has a brother named Gunny, and those are the Gunny emotes.
But after you've betrayed so many people, it must get pretty damn lonely at the top.
You're such a sentimental fool.
This town ain't shit. Hey, what's up, Gray?
Maybe I am a fool,
He's like, I own this town. I'm like, town ain't shit, though.
but trust is a sentiment I want to believe in. And it's one worth fighting.
Honk, honk, honk. Oh, boy. Here we go. All right, he's got 5 weaknesses and 4 shields. Did you forget what I taught you, Therian? Nasty day at work. I'm sorry to hear it. Hopefully, you can hang out for a little bit and make you feel better. Trust is the first step towards betrayal. We're shadows in the night, you and I. We have nothing to gain from trust. He believes in the power of the heart of the cards. Now he's magically going to pull out the one card that will help him win. You might be right. We're nothing but good-for-nothing thieves at the end of the day. There's a lot of nothings in there. We're parasites, stealing from others to keep ourselves going. But Darius, even bottom feeders like us can know what trust is.
Silence.
Don't preach to me, you worthless little worm.
I'll do my best.
Alright, let's see. Staves don't work. Daggers work. That is good. I have 2 characters who can hit him with daggers.
Lessen my
Alright.
arrow.
Arrows do not work. Oh god, he's got all the same abilities as Therian.
Victory shall be
Alright, let's see. Swords? Swords do not work. I should just went for dagger there. Oh my god, Therian is down. Alright, this guy's actually strong. I have to take him seriously. Boost twice and revive.
Be safe.
Lessen the hunt beginning.
Alright, Axes? Oh, okay, axes work. Let's fucking go. Let's see. What do you have in War Master that would help? What's your dagger ability? No, it's on all foes. Shoot. Let me just try this. Yes! Okay. Let's fucking go.
What next?
Time for chud eating, indeed. Alright. I need to find out if he's got any... Oh, I'm locked out of items. Are you kidding me? If he's got any elemental weaknesses, let's try T-Bird. Alright, Thunder does not work. Alright, you're gonna do... HP Thief. Alright, he is toppled. You retrieved your items. Oh, that's why he stole all my items? Alright, Ulbrich, boost, and let's go for... Oh, you don't have enough fucking... Are you kidding me? Alright, it's fine, it's fine. Use a plum basket.
use this.
It's cool, it's cool. Hun it.
Got nothing.
No, none of these are what I'm looking for. You know what? This will hit with all elements, so it'll reveal his weaknesses, if any. Fire doesn't work. Ice works. Ice and wind. Okay, we got something going then.
I will not be defeated.
Ice and wind. You're gonna heal.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Steam is having issues with your blood money
My
card?
arrow
Oh dear.
fly and true.
Okay, so let's do Transfer Rune.
Scattering them all.
This guy ain't shit. We're gonna get him. It's music, though.
Defeated.
Alright, throw another plum basket. Oh, I don't have one. Alright, give it to her. Give it to her. Ophelia gives it to her all the time.
Battle
Alright,
truly joy.
this is what we're gonna do.
Banding.
Krillin's Horn.
Fear.
Oh! That damage! The music of ain't shit. No, don't boost. Do not boost. Alright, share SP. Yay, alright. Darius straightens his posture. Okay, so only daggers and wind are gonna chip his shield, and he has 6 shields now. So let's start chucking, actually no, you're gonna heal.
Bring about a miracle.
Miracle of healing! Oh, thank you, Ebi, I just got it! Hold on, let me... Big dick damage, yes! Clean dick damage, thank you so much. I'm gonna have to find a time in the schedule to sneak that in there. Maybe after Octopath and before Halo? Okay, alright, let's... I gotta chip those shields down, so let's get a Wind Soulstone going.
Try and this.
Honk, honk, honk! It's gonna be goose mode all the time.
Shall be mine.
My turn.
Okay, you can actually do this, because it hits twice, and you get some SP back. Boom, boom.
Out of my way.
Oh, do it again, and that'll break him.
I appreciate it.
Alright, he's toppled again. Was that the end of the turn? No, it was not, so don't do anything crazy. Alright, let's set up Ethereal Healing.
Stars, bless us.
Big dick damage! Yes! Alright. Wait for the next turn. God, 1100 just from a hit. Alright. Warlord skills. Let's go with Wind.
Conjuring Storm.
This guy's dead. He's not going to be able to survive the shit I'm about to do to him.
I'll do my best.
Boom! 9700.
The battle is truly joined.
Nope, nope, nope. We're going to go for Yatagaresu.
Stiletto.
Boom! 6800. Boom! 1800. That wasn't as good. More like Octopus, am I right? Yep, you are right. Alright, we're going for Aber's Reckoning.
Steal the show.
7,000. That 1,400. Alright.
What next?
Kind of weak. Alright. No, don't do that. Do it.
Cowering before the Huntress.
Boom. 8,200. Boom. 3,661. Alright. You were always so confident in yourself, Therian. But for all your skills, there was always someone making more. I suppose that's the price of having a soft heart. Yeah, they make... Ophelia and her posse have certain skills. Skills that make them a nightmare for those who ain't shit. Ain't never been shit. Blood money. I love that you call it blood money. That's great. I guess the rich and hard-hearted make better company than I did. You know I can't hold a candle to your skills as a tea leaf. So I had to do whatever I took to survive. Darius straightens his spot. Okay, so he's got 8 shields, and I can only chip him with daggers and spears. But that's good because I can just do 1,000 spears here, and he's still gonna take damage from the wind. He just won't take chip from it. Big goose energy, honk 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 honk. All right, let's do this. Bop, bop. And... bam.
I'll do my best.
Okay, you have a spear. Bop. Damn. I think we just hit, right? Yeah. Alright. I did! Honk-rifa! Honk, 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 honk. I bless the pains down in Honk-rifa. I can't lose, not to a Neff like you. The Neff is you, Darius. Me?
Yes.
You lived in fear of being betrayed, so you were always the betrayer. You were too afraid to trust others. Why is Therian's end-chapter battle so dramatic? Ophelia's was so dramatic, but Cyrus's was really not. I'm not afraid. I've used you and disposed of you because I knew I could... What? Because I knew I could do it, Jack Jones? Is that some kind of slang that I'm unaware of, Jack Jones? I don't need anyone, and I don't need you. Bob's your uncle. Shat on a turtle. Well, just keep doing this, I guess. Those runes are gonna wear off soon.
I'll not be defeated.
He is at red health. He is not gonna last much longer. That's true, yeah. I think it's because Cyrus's last boss was really more of a like a creature, because she talked a lot before the battle, but then she transformed into a creature. Oh, he's already broken. Let's do this one.
Time to steal the show.
So she wasn't talking in mid-battle. The only man he'll ever love. Okay, the runes have wore off. I don't think I need to re-up on them. I really don't. I think he's almost dead. But, you know what? Let's summon a beast anyway. Nah, that was shitty. Try this one. That was better. I just need Ulbrich to hit him. There we go. Quillen's Horn! Oh, he's not led?
My turn now.
Well, he is the final boss of one of the 8 stories. There's 8 stories that happen simultaneously. This is Therian's story, and he's the final boss of it. Fucking go for it. Oh god, I was hoping that would kill. Alright, now I'm in trouble.
Using this.
I could have had Ophelia heal everybody, but I was like, it'll probably... Oh, she gets a patience turn. You know what? Let's try and go for the sure thing here. I only have one of those. Yeah, here we go.
Trying this.
Dead. I didn't want him to come out of... Every time an enemy comes, especially if a boss comes out of stagger, they always hit you pretty hard. Ophelia hits level 71. Well, he wasn't a mad god, just a thief with delusions of grandeur, right? I mean, it's going to be hard for any game to have a last boss as epic as Kefka. I think the closest was Dragon Quest VIII's final boss, Rapthorn. That was really epic. But still, like, Kefka's like the top most epic final boss ever. The Terminated fucker.
Looks like it. What was it that you wanted? Did you get it? After you betrayed me?
Gibbs, how are you napping? Unbelievable.
You're so predictable, Therion. I wanted to see the view from the top, and I would have stepped on anyone to get ahead. It was fine if nobody believed in me. As long as I could keep climbing, I didn't need anybody else.
As a matter of fact, I would actually challenge anybody to come up with a more epic final boss than Kefka. Yeah, they set the bar mega high. I mean, he's not hard, Kefka, but he's just, the epicness is amazing. Big dick damage pants are so tight. What's up, Wayne? I've been wondering where you were. Okay, Odio was pretty epic, but that's also because it was like 8 battles happening simultaneously. But I still think that's not as epic as Kefka. Odio was up there, though. You're right. Odio was amazing. Hey, Tempest Vix, how's it going?
Who cares about the stones? I have money. I can start over somewhere else.
That's true, yeah. I've never played that game.
You there! Help me carry this gold.
We've recently discovered that you ain't shit, though.
This, and this, and this! All of it! It's all mine!
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? He's about to get betrayed. Yep, that's what I figured. Always talk about not trusting anybody, and he trusted his underlings to do what he said.
Traitors! That requires loyalty first. We're only here for your money.
You've been here for a while and no one noticed? Well, you haven't said anything. I do see the sub badge. I think you got gifted a sub in the big gift sub blitz. Therian's starting to learn honor. He's starting to learn it. From Heathcote and his other patron. Hey, Moogle, what's going on?
Someone help me.
Nobody's gonna help you because you don't have any friends.
But, please.
Oh, how dare you call out to Therian after all that bullshit. Therian, you better not help this motherfucker. Fuck that guy. She gets her dragon stones back.
Heathcote, Mr. Therion.
Cordelia, that was her name. I couldn't remember it a second ago.
In the flesh.
I'm getting too old for adventures like this. Perhaps it's time I started acting my age.
Yeah, never be afraid to speak up in chat. I mean, like, I don't bite.
I'm so happy to see you back safely.
June might bite, but we put a muzzle on them sometimes.
You even had me worried, old man.
Pardon?
Really, with a rake. Sideways, exactly. Yeah, he dead as fuck.
It's not.
And he deserved it. He deserved to die alone like that. A lifetime full of betrayals, that's what you get.
Here are the Dragon Stones.
It wasn't so much that he died. The important distinction is that he died alone.
I can't thank you enough.
He finally felt the
Your
sting of
promise has been
betrayal.
fulfilled. I shall remove the ban now. Heathcote, the key, please.
A key won't be necessary, milady.
What do you mean?
All you had to do was click your heels and the band falls right off. Why did you tell me that? You wouldn't have believed me.
The lock has already been undone.
What?
Or did he pick the lock immediately? I mean, he is a master thief.
He's right.
But when?
I discreetly unlocked it when you first suggested it.
Oh my god, this shit was open the whole time. That's funny.
That was ages ago.
Yeah, like 10 streams ago at least.
Mr. Therion, did you know it was unlocked the whole time?
He seemed surprised. I don't think he knew.
Would it matter at this point? So, tell me what's so special about these stones. Darius said they could grant him some great power.
Watch her say, they're not special, they're just pretty.
Well,
Allow me to answer in your stead, Miss Ravis. The Dragon Stones are the keys to unlocking the Gate of Finis.
Finis.
And that is...
Pretty is special? Okay, that's fair. I can't argue with that.
A gate that, if opened, can change this very world.
Oh god, they literally
So
are
the
Dragon
legends
Balls.
say. It may sound like a mere fairy tale, and yet...
Darius believed it.
It sounds like they're...
The Dragon Stones granted Darius the power to rule all those thieves?
It sounds like they're going to leave it kind of ambiguous whether or not the Dragonstones actually have any power.
I cannot say for sure.
Oh.
But whether or not
I sometimes watch more than one
the gate
stream.
exists,
I just kind of like unmute the one I'm looking at right then, and, you know, I keep, well, I don't mute streams, but I keep them low and just have one higher up and switch it up every now and then.
It's a great story and everything.
That's what I do, at least.
It's got nothing to do with me.
I'm glad you're here, though.
of course it doesn't. Your promise to the Ravis family has been fulfilled.
Mr. Therion,
Mr. Therion, I'm still thirsty.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'm so thirsty. And he's like, I can't quench that thirst.
Mr. Therion,
She's too polite to just
Let me
ask
walk away
directly.
in silence for once? Or is there something else you need me to do?
I know, you heard that bullshit, huh, Gibbs?
of course not.
It's like, would you people just leave me alone?
She simply came to see you off.
See me off.
Don't need to do that.
I understand, but I just had to this time. You left
Yeah.
before I could properly thank you.
Yeah.
Without you, who knows what would have befallen my family's heirlooms?
I figured they were just heirlooms, though. I don't think they
You
really
risked
have any
your life
power.
to see them restored, and for that, you have my eternal gratitude.
I mean, you
need
kind of
thanks.
forced him into it.
Like I said, I was just fulfilling my half of a deal.
Even still,
Oh, she definitely has been wanting that D,
is
though.
undeniable.
If you insist.
It's like, whatever.
Where will you go?
Well, there's still, 5 other
Wherever
stories
my
to
feet
beat.
Take me.
So it's a wanderer's life for you then?
More or less.
But we gotta do Ulbricht's chapter, so that's where we're going. He is an Octopath traveler, exactly.
Cordelia.
I'll just show you the tip. Will that satisfy you?
Thank you.
Very bright. And I get the achievement, A Wanderer's Life. And that ends Therion's chapter. Awesome! Did I get anything from that battle? I just realized something. Did I get any items or anything from that? Like, I feel like I should have gotten, like, some really good dagger or something. There's one way to find out. No, not really. Alright, well, what I'm going to do first is let's get me to a pub so we can change our party. I don't need to take Therion out, but since Ulbrich's chapter is next, and he's actually already in the party, I'm just going to take Therion out and replace him with Cyrus, because, you know, I actually don't know where the... Oh, it's like literally right here. Oh, we got travel banter. So, what's with the 2 rings in your necklace, Honnet? They are keepsakes from my parents. I touch them for luck before a hunt. A foolish superstition, I know. But I remember holding it tight before my first hunt. After that, it became a habit. I guess hunters need all the luck they can get, so I'm not surprised they believe in things like charms and rituals. I don't think it's limited to hunters. I have one as well. You mean praying to the flame? No, not exactly. Every morning after reading scripture, I wish for a blessed day, before carefully placing a bookmark between the pages I have been reading. The bookmark I use is actually a pressed flower that I picked from a secret place I know. Oh, Kitomi's messaging me. What? Let me know. Oh, let me let her know I'm live. Alright, she's just like, how goes things? And I'm like, oh, I'm live. Let me let her know. I forgot to message her anyway. Let me catch up on chat for a second. Dense game protagonist syndrome. Yeah. No, I think he knows that she's thirsty. He doesn't care. He's over her. You know what I mean? The bookmark oh, we already read that. That is a fine ritual. May it continueth to bless in thy days. Oh, I do hope so. What about you, Therion? Do you have rituals or superstitions? Of course, thievery is as prey to fortune's caprice as hunting. So what are thy superstitions? When I break into a house, I always enter with my right foot, and I knock on the door first, lightly, of course. I never look portraits in the eye or steal from children's savings boxes. Also, stay! How many hast thou? As many as I need to make off with my prize. I cannot decide if that makes you overly superstitious or eminently practical. No, I think he's just over her because he got trapped into this whole story by her. Oh, and I forgot the whole point I went in there was just change parties, so yeah, dirt. Alright, let's see. You're coming out and you're coming in. Ladies. And let's see, where is Ulbrich's final quest? That's Tressa. That's Primrose, Honnet. There it is. It's in Riverford. All right. All right, looks like I'll have to kickstart it over here. Actually, wait, before I go doing that, yeah, stay at an inn. Because you never know what kind of cutscene bullshit is going to happen. I've never watched any of that Gundam stuff. Would I like to know a good dagger for Therion? I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not using him anymore, but yeah. Okay, it told me. Cool. Alright, so let's see. Here it's Hale. Ulbrich, Chapter 4. You make your way to Riverford, where you hope to find the mercenary Werner, the man behind the fall of Hornburg. Let's do this! The Viper Dagger? I might actually have that somewhere. In Wellspring, Ulbrich reunited with Erhardt. It was there that his erstwhile comrade had sought atonement for his deeds. The two crossed blades, and with that act the truth was told. Earnhardt told Ulbrich about Werner, a former sellsword, and the very man who had orchestrated the fall of Hornburg. Such a fiend is too dangerous for this world. I will stop him. I must. Gone are the doubts that plagued Ulbrich's heart. To protect the people from harm, this is why he wields his blade. As he came to Riverford, the very air was thick with unease and fear. Oi, you! If you want in town, get in the queue and wait your time with the rest. I was just in the town, dipshit. Q? Oh, I beg your pardon. A gentleman, I presume, unless I misjudged your polished bearing. Tell me, sir, what brings you to this town?
The truth is...
I'm looking for a man. She's gonna be like, aren't we all?
Is that so?
Indeed, I take it this is your first visit, so let me give you some free advice. You'll be wanting to press a few leaves into the palms of the guards. It's a toll. Not a toll as such. You see, the Lord here...
What?
Eh? What's that you say about a toll? I never heard of that before.
Oi.
Shut your gob. And what's this tincture in your sack? Smuggler, are you?
What?
What? That ain't mine. I swear on my mother's grave. Yeah, he doesn't understand the concept of bribery because it's pure cinnamon roll. Of course it ain't. I suggest you confess your crimes here and now. Unless you'd rather tell it to the master at arms. That's what you get when you don't bribe the guards, see? And that, good sir, is why you'd want some spare coin at the ready. But the law... Laws are fake, dude. Those men are the law here. Their rule is absolute, I'm sorry to say. No doubt that potion was the guard's own. Defy them at your peril. A pretext to toss you in their jowl is at the ready.
What?
Does no one bring them to task for their deeds?
Afraid not.
Not I. I can tell you that. Oh, I thought this was a woman. And they're afraid not. I do exactly as they tell me, as should you. Punishment is swift and harsh here, both for those who have broken the law and those who have not. A cab. A handful of leaves, sir, is my advice. The more you can spare, the better. I only pray that poor traveler has the wits and the means to give the soldiers what they seek, else... And what of the lord of this place? He does nothing to stop this mummery. Mummery. He encourages it. You see, ever since Lord Verna took over here. How's it going, Hitomi? I'm sorry I forgot to text you. I had a very chaotic start of stream.
Yeah.
Oi, stop fretting and start moving. Yes, sir. 1,000 pardons. My turn. Perhaps we'll meet again inside. Aye. Verna is the Lord? By the gods, what happened here?
Yeah.
Next! So what's fake name up to? Another scruffy vagabond. Let's see what rubbish you're toting in that bag.
Whoa.
Will this do? Dude, you're supposed to be a little more discreet than that. Oh, quick on the uptake, this one. Keep that up and you'll do right in this town, mate.
Very well.
Might I ask a question, good sir, about this man Werner? Huh? That's Lord Werner, the likes of you. What business could you be having with his lordship?
No.
No business, friend. Just wondering what kind of man Lord Werner is. He's bleeding wonderful, eh? Best thing what ever happened in this town. He's making Hornburg great again. Oh, never mind. Now piss off, we got work to do.
I see.
Oh my god. He really ain't shit. He ain't never been shit. By your leave. There was fear in those eyes. A sellsword captain turned provincial lord. This Werner has certainly moved up in the world. I think you meant to say, because you said wasps aren't vegan, I think you meant to say figs. Figs can't grow without tiny little wasps. They're not like the wasps that you see around. Unless the plant is carnivorous, and it eats the wasps, and that's what grows the figs. But really, if you think about it, EB, figs are vegan. Let's be real. Figs are absolutely vegan, because here's the thing. The point of veganism is that they're not eating anything that is derived from, not just derived from animals, but specifically derived from what they view as being animal exploitation. Figs occur naturally. So that's like saying that you can't eat a cucumber because the cucumber plant had fertilizer in it and the fertilizer was cow shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh god. Japanese murder wasps and then the hornets that kill them are even worse. We got, alright, Ulbrich and Cyrus. The town is in turmoil. What exactly is what I'd expect after seeing the behavior of those charged with policing it. Still, it will be no small task getting at Werner. Yeah, I mean, veganism is a total choice, Ether, and I mean, it's not a choice I'd make because I fucking love meat, but, you know, I respect people's choices as long as you're not being dicks about it. A difficult foe, to be sure. If there was ever a time when I was in need of a scholar's wisdom, it is now. And it is most fortunate I am here now. I do have some thoughts, as it happens. An oppressive regime such as this is bound to foster discontent and dissatisfaction. You know what's funny is when I started this game, I wasn't doing voices, but I'm finding I'm doing voices more and more. I suggest seeking out the victims. Find those who are the most downtrodden, who are suffering the greatest. They will tell you what that you need to know. I see. I shall do as you counsel. You will? I trust your knowledge and insight, else I would not have asked. Well then, it is an honor to be of service. Cyrus is like, somebody's finally listening to me. Oh, okay, well, that was quick. But yeah, figs occur naturally without human intervention, so... I can understand the honey thing because it's coming from, like, honey farms and shit, but the figs thing, like, eat figs. Come on, really? They're delicious. What is this? It's a bunch of poles. Oh, it looks like they're burning people at the stake here. I ain't never seen a pyre before. It's for his lordship's burning. Once a month some poor saps get tired of them sakes and burn alive for their sins. Yeah. Find the downtrodden, raise an army, overthrow the lord of this town, crush him, and see him driven before you and hear the lamentations of his women. He's great, he's amazing. For this month, for last month, and for the month before that too. The law of the land it is. It's like the ending of Elvira. Used to be outlaws and rogues what got burned. But it weren't long before it with drunks and beggars up there in their slightest crimes. It sounds like, yeah, he's just, you know what? It sounds like he's just ruling with an iron fist and just like, you better keep yourself in line or else you're going to be next. Shouldn't say this out loud, but nowadays all it takes is a cavil at his lordship's rule. And thus the pall that oppresses this place. No one knows who'll finger you for what? Ladies. So we creep about like mice, doing our best not to be noticed. Try to scarp or two and poof. Just looking guilty as somehow to seal the deal. So, traveller, now that you know what kind of place you fetched up into, best finish your business and be on your way as soon as you can. My business is giving Werner the business, and business is good. Now, if you'll be excusing me. Ulbrich's not saying much. Oh, more travel banter. Ulbrich and Ophelia. Burning people at the stake? How horrible. It is a dreadful way to die. The final moments are agony. But that makes it all the more effective as a lesson to others. Those who would rule with terror must embrace terror. Wrongdoers need to be punished. Everyone agrees with that. But this goes beyond justice. Just so. I grow so sad thinking about the poor people who live here. This cannot be allowed to go on. We have to do something. Agreed. Yet if we act too hastily, we shall lose all hope of saving them. We must have patience if we are to prevail. Yup. Yep, a D&D murder hobo on the lord of this town, exactly. So we just stand by and watch, is that it? It is hard to do so, but yes. Alright. Looks like I'm supposed to go here. Lower Riverford. Alright. You. I met you in the square. What are... Oh, listen, mate. You never seen me, alright? Is he there?
Not escape.
He can't have gone far. Sniff him out.
Oi.
Oh, you. See any dodgy look... See anyone dodgy looking coming this way? Running for dear life like as not. Dodgy? A rebel. A man plotting dark schemes against his lordship himself.
Indeed.
Sounds like a dangerous man. I did see one suspicious fellow running hard in that direction. See, that's a better idea. Instead of saying you didn't see him, just send them in the wrong direction. That must be him. Come on, we'll corner the rat yet.
Are you hurt?
They're gone. You can breathe easy now. Gods bless you, mate.
Well,
Tell me, why were they after you? Couldn't rightly say.
I see.
They said you were a rebel, that you were plotting against the Lord. An organized resistance could help me get close to Werner. Listen, I came to this place in search of this Werner. Are there others who fight for your cause? If you have a leader, pray, take me to him. God's teeth, are you daft? I can't be introducing strangers what I barely know. Then let me tell you more about me. This is like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer joined the military. And the drill instructor gets in his face like, listen, I don't like you and you don't like me. I like you. Well, I don't like you. Maybe you'd like me if you get to know me better. Oh my god. Then let me tell you more about me. I know how to swing a blade, for one. Reckoned as much. You've got that air about you. Plus you're carrying 6 weapons. But knowing me, this ain't something I can do. I can go deciding on my own. Alright, how's this? Prove you know how to use that blade of yours. Oh, I gotta challenge him. Okay. There's a man back in this... Oh, I gotta challenge somebody else. There's a man back in that square. Where's he right out? He's with us, the strongest we got. If you can beat him, then I'll introduce you to the boss, alright?
As you wish.
If that's what it takes. Right, red hat. But you promised me something, alright? You lose, you make yourself scarce. Never come back here again.
I see.
You have my word. I'll get on ahead and warn him. You find me when you're ready. Alright, health is good. Challenge the men in the red hat. Cool. Makes sense I'd have to use his path action. There he is. Oh. No, that would be Davius from the last one I played. The last chapter. This is Werner I'm fighting. He's the one. He is. Want to see if he can use that sword of his.
Ready when you are.
Very well. I'm ready when you are. Challenge! Alright, we can do it. A battle, fair and square, to arms. You look a tough sort, but are you tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Alright, he's got 3 weaknesses, 4 shields. Let's just try swords. Swords work fine. That's what we're doing then. Actually, I should check to see. Do spears work? Spears do not work. Alright, that would have been better. Well, his damage is shitty, so I ain't worried about that. Alright, let's do Guardian Lion Dog. Wow, that was pretty good. Sword chucks would be unstoppable. Yep. Wait, what was his name? The man with the red hat? That's funny. I like swords. Welcome to Corneria. I like swords. Welcome to Corneria. I like swords. Welcome to Corneria. Bop. $4 is a mean pure. Oh, that's right. We gotta make a list of those. Oh, don't do that. Do Actually, I might get more out of Brand's Thunder. Wow, 19,000. Holy shit. Believe it or not, Etheran, when 8-bit theater started, like before it became really popular, I worked for the site that hosted them. Starter would be named Carl. We gotta come up with a like for when I do. Well, I guess the next one I would be doing would be black version. I yield. There's no doubt in this one's strength. Yeah, we actually hosted 8-bit Theater and Penny Arcade, and then both of them got like really big, and they moved on to better hosts. But yeah, that was like way long time ago. I did my part. Now it's your turn. I would meet with your leader at once. Deal's a deal. My name's Reggie, by the way. Come on, I'll take you to the den. Reggie Fils-Aimé. His body is ready.
Oh,
Boss, got someone here you might want to meet. So the boss is a Aldi version of Therion.
well met.
So I've heard. Welcome, sir. You may call me Harold. Ulbrich looks good in red. Yeah, it's a cool sprite with the War Master garb. I understand you are Sir Ulbrich. What? How did you know my name? Word of your deeds in Wellspring reached me some time ago. Captain Bale and I speak quite often, you see.
Well,
He's a good man. But if you'll excuse me, I'll get straight to the point. I must know everything you can tell me about this Lord Werner. Werner Ziegler. Of course, but perhaps you will first do me the honor of explaining what business you have with him. I'll shove my sword up his ass sideways. That's what business I have with him.
Yes.
A former sellsword captain. Yes, Werner is certainly that. Invocation of Stubbity Death. Stubbity. As the saying goes, know thine enemy. Let it suffice to say I've taken a great interest in the man's past.
indeed.
Very prudent of you.
The truth is...
Werner claims noble blood, but closer examination reveals what titles he possesses were bought with gold. Everybody else was like a generic Cockney accent. This guy has now become Michael Caine. He accused the former lord of these lands of larceny and pillage, and won the support of the common folk. Even the burghers were persuaded to make common cause, and soon enough he heard them proclaim him the new lord. I'm Sir Michael Caine, playing Harold. I was in at least 3 films. But once he took power, that's when the terror began. Terror? Yeah, you know the burnings? Death by fire for criminals, with executions held once per month. The populace initially hailed the new regime. Many were happy to see villains and blackguards get their comeuppance. But it did not end there.
Yes.
Just so. How many murderers can one town harbour after all? Pickpockets and swindlers were next, then a dishonest merchant. Any peccadillo became a capital offence. Who would be worthy of Sir Patrick Stewart's voice? Oh man. I mean, I haven't found a character that became Patrick Stewart. It always happens kind of naturally though, but I almost feel like Patrick Stewart could be Ulbrich in a sense. In time, were accusations enough to land a man on the pyre, or even the clearest calumny. And yet, by this time, no one dared raise their voice in opposition. Someone had early on, but when they appeared tied to the stakes the next burning, the rest understood that in silence lay their only hope for survival. But you resist this, despot. Oh, I tried to do it, wait. But you resist this, despot, and so do others like you. Nah, it doesn't fit him. I thought it might, but it doesn't. We do. I will be having the 4 cheese tortellini with extra tomato. Gibbsy trying to take flight, yeah. Flappy Noodle. Hi, Gibbs. Many of us have been forced to look on as family and friends, falsely accused or taken by the flames. I am one of them. Werner accused the former lord of corruption, but those accusations were lies. I know, for the former lord was my father. And so, I have taken it upon myself to restore his honour and name, and to free the people of this domain from Werner's tyranny. With each passing day our ranks grew. At long last we are poised, ready to strike back.
Well then.
You give me reason to believe we have common cause in this undertaking. Will you join us, Sir Ulbrich?
Indeed.
Even if this tyrant were not the man I seek, I'd have reason enough to join you. There you go, right? It's like, I'll just go and look at your stars. My sword is yours. No, I'm not going to give you the sword. I mean, I'll fight for you. Very before you, sir. Your presence gives us all courage.
Well then.
Now, without further ado, allow me to explain our plot. First, we shall launch a diversionary attack in the square and draw as many of Werner's men as we can. Ah, it's bright. Very, very bright. Then our best swordsmen shall infiltrate the Lord's mansion by way of a secret passage known only to me. And my axe. Thanks for the bit, Moogle. This game could use more corgis, like most games. Ah, frickin' bright. It is a simple enough plan, but such are the best in revolution and war. Prepare as you will, and come to me again when you're ready to fight.
As you wish.
Understood. I will do just that. I think he could use some SP. Prepare, then talk to Harold. Let's see. Yeah, I'll stay at the end real quick. And I mean, it's not like I gotta do anything with his equipment, so... Oh, I saw a chest there. I'll get it on the way back. There's no escape that aim out. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I'm sure that's not the only reason why. Manic's cool. I know Gibbs. See, Gibbs is sticking up for Manic too. And Moogle, I know. It's time to act. Are you ready, Gibbs? Shush your face.
Well then.
Then follow me. First, we'll start a diversion in the square, luring as many of his men as we can. Warn these outer soldiers, and you're done doing a Captain Morgan pose on the pile. You can go up to the Lord's Manor and finish the job in style. My father had this passage constructed as an escape route in the event of a siege. Never did I dream I would one day use it to break into our home. All men in the square would be on their feet, but it would not be able to hold out for long once Werner's men arrive.
Come.
We must move quickly. It's funny how, like, every Chapter 4 dungeon has been attached to the town. Like, you never have to travel outside of town. We have travel banter here. I do not liken this. What's troubling you? It hath been too easy. Something is not right. I know the plan is sound. I believe that it should succeed, yet still. Something troubleth me, and I cannot reasoneth it away. We would do well to listen to our instincts. They oft speak the truth. Is there anything you could recall that gave rise to your suspicion? No, 'tis just that. I feel like we are deer being drawn into a hunter's trap. But our foe is a soldier, a man of war, and thou knowest his kind better than I. Soldier or beast, a hunter's instinct should never be ignored. I am grateful for the warning. Hi, Gibbsy. Whatever may be, I shall stand in by thy side until this question is complete. And I by yours. Let it be so. Alright, and of course there's a purple chest. As soon as I take Therian out of the party, there's a purple chest. I actually can't see. It's so blurry I can't see where I'm supposed to be going. I mean, oh, okay, there we go.
Standest thou against me?
Okay.
Hunting.
Brand new enemies. We got Lord of the Flies, ha ha ha, and some Mad Ratkins. Okay.
Come in, if thou darest.
Let's see. Alright, that works. Okay, boost once, and let's see what these guys' weaknesses are, besides Holy. Okay, Thunder and Spears. Cool shit.
The battle is truly joy.
Bop. Let's do the moderate one, actually. Boom, 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 boom. So much for Beelzebub. Beelzebub. I am boob. Boobies. Boobies. Yup. Love the Pokey Sticks of Doom. Great shit.
My arrow flying true.
I will not be defeated.
Bop.
The battle is undead by 1,000 cuts.
Bop.
What next?
Bop. This might be slightly overkill, but who cares? It looks awesome.
Not bad. A passing.
A passing grade. There's no kill like overkill. Obligatory sewer dungeon. Oh, I see a chest. Very hazy in here. Herb of Valor. Uh-oh. Well, that's just gross. Alright. Boost. Hornfly. Let's see what they're weak to. Okay. Spears and bows.
I will not be defeated.
Bop.
Letting the hunt begin.
Fighting the gross slug, exactly. Actually, why don't you go ahead and go ham on these bitches with Arrow Storm? Ow! Quit it.
Letting my arrow.
The battle is true. Out of my way.
My turn now. Prepare yourself.
He's done. Let's see, so your other weakness is holy. Okay. Whoa! 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 No! 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 I disagree. What's up, Sir William Stone? I have to say that I disagree. All right, let's do this. It's just a delivery or something. Calm down. Okay, wait. Here's an idea. Here's an idea. Hey! No! 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 Here's an idea. Stop jumping. You hurt me the last time you jumped on me. Remember that. Here's an idea. Shut up. Fantastic. Yeah, he being a loud boyo. Come here, puppy. Come here. Come here. Here's my good boy. Okay, be good. Alright, chill out. Sorry about that, guys. This is a delivery of something. Oh, God. How do you hit yourself with a spear? Pop, I heard something. Exactly. That's exactly what he's doing. You're dead.
Thus ends your lesson.
Cyrus is hit level 65. Hold the spear the wrong way. Yeah, but even then, it's kind of hard to stab yourself with a spear. Maybe in the foot. You can stab yourself in the foot with a spear. Rats with knives. I fucking love it. Alright, let's do this. Not if the blade's in your hands. Oh, I guess, yeah. You can cut your hand that way. Let's do... I guess this. A little pike twirler. Oh, one of them's dead. I don't think I need the big spell. We'll do the little one. Or the medium one, at least. There we go. Just boosted it. Not bad. A passing grade. F+. Let's see if I can... Yep. Alright. Actually, I should be hitting the other ones, but whatever. Hey! Maybe you throw the spear up really high in the air, and then just like go to where it's gonna land.
I will cut you down.
Don't think I will not cut you!
Letting the hunt begin.
Alright, let's do this then. Dead. Nope, not sorcerer. Memorabilia. Oh, nice. Yeah, Gibbs delivery or something going on, and he lost it for a little bit. Now he's just chewing his bone, being a good boy.
Flame guides us true.
He's a good puppy. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, a large Isol stone. That's always a treat. Save point. Oh.
Let us fight with honor.
Right. More rats with knives. Let's do this.
Well then. May the sacred flame shine forth.
That's true, they are all good boys.
The battle is truly joyful.
No, not War Master.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Lessen my...
Actually, let's see if we can grab this guy. Oh, okay. We'll get rid of this guy. That's true.
Well then. Here I go. May the sacred flame shine.
Bam!
Lessen my arrow fly and true.
Dead. Dead.
You should have studied harder.
Should have studied harder, and it levels the fuck up. Alright. It looks like we're coming up on the boss or cutscene. So let's make sure everybody's healed. And replenish my SP. It's either a cutscene or it's the boss.
Come.
Only a short ways to go now. I thank you again for your aid, my friends. Today, Werner's reign of terror comes to an end. Huzzah! Reign of terror, do you call it? Oh, you know what? He could be Patrick Stewart. Reign of terror, do you call it? Strong and able rules, say we. Oh, maybe it's not him. Look out! No, it's just some guards. Yeah, exactly. Maybe they were fighting other rats that had cleavers.
But
What the? Out of my way! Oh yeah, take them all on. Demons take them, but these two will not fall easily. It's dangerous, that one. Deal with him. Yes, Lord Werner, your lordship.
Well,
You're easy to read as that lily-livered father of yours. Yeah, you know what? He's gonna be Patrick Stewart. As we speak, my men are squashing what remains of your diversionary farce in this town square.
damn it.
Werner, but how did you? Ye gods, you really are your father's son, aren't you? It was immediately obvious the riot in the square was merely a distraction. All that hubbub to such little aim. It hardly required a scholar's dedication to determine where the main strike was to fall. What a feeble, flaccid scheme. Better you had burned down the entire city. Did concern for your fellow citizens hold you back? As though you had the latitude for such charity. I mean, I have Hanet. She's an archer. You needn't answer. You can ponder your folly while you await your fate in our jaws. Combat pragmatism in an RPG? Yep. I was worried we might run out of scoundrels for the pyres. Now, thanks to you, we'll have plenty for months to come. The people will be most grateful for the respite, I don't doubt.
Werner.
Rot in hell, you murderous... Ooh, wow, when did he become Australian? It is very difficult. For some reason, switching between Patrick Stewart and Michael Caine is very difficult. Rot in hell, you murderous brute.
do it.
Fire. Now that's unfortunate.
Spare us! We
Yeah, he's not taking prisoners today.
Someone stop them! God have mercy!
Is this my fate again? Must I stand by and watch helplessly?
Ooh, right. Oh, you know, actually, I have 2 archers, because Ulbrich has a bow, too.
Down before me.
Sir Ulbrich, look out!
No, don't! Idiot!
Damn it all!
Did he say Ulrich? Ah, the
I liked my voice for him better.
unbending blade of... Where was it again?
Hornburg, you giant shitter. Hornburg.
Silence, you cur! I have sworn an oath to defend these people from your treachery.
Aye, he has the right of it. We'll protect them. Together.
Oh, look who it is!
Erhard, what are you doing here?
Wellspring was out
Well,
of danger.
it took me several days to get my hair done exactly right, but now I'm here to help.
So here I am. It's been a while, then. Or is it your lordship?
Look at that fucking hair!
Well, since we last met, you have.
Now here's a pair I never...
So much Aquanet, yeah.
United.
A few moons ago, I'd have been as surprised as you are.
So the Chapter 3 final boss is helping me beat the Chapter 4 final boss.
As one.
I mean, he won't be in the battle, but...
For those we would protect, the twin blades of Hornburg will fight together once more.
Bop, 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 bop.
Right, Ulbrich, you with me?
Shoulder to shoulder, old friend.
I love that it's playing the battle music here.
Have at you!
What demons are they? My eyes can follow their blades.
Reinhard von Lonengram vibes? Who's that? I don't know that character. His hair is very big.
Stand and fight, you cowards, or you'll feel my blade! Well, what about the rest, cravens? Better fancy your chances with them?
Oh, Legend of the Galactic Heroes. I've never even heard of that.
That's more
At least if Ulbrich or Erhard kills them, they die quickly, not in a flame.
Leave the lackeys to me.
I guess we're not fighting Werner just yet.
Flee so easily. It's just
The final boss of anime. Okay, cool.
God's army.
I don't watch anime, so I don't know anything about it. I'll just take your word for it. You could tell me anything about anime and I would literally believe just about anything.
The mind that yoked them can be spared no quarter. Thank you, Erhard. I leave this place in your hands.
Godspeed, my friend.
Yeah, there's a second part to the dungeon. Make for the Lord's Chambers. What do we got here? Healing group. How come there are 2 quest markers? Well, let's see what the one up here is all about. Oh, there's no opening there.
Let us fight with honor.
Yeah, but it's Phil Collins. Alright. You know what? Since I'm close to the enemy, the boss, and I'm just going to run away. I don't really need the experience points, and I just healed everybody. I gotta get up there. Okay, so that's my goal is up there, but I'm gonna need to go some other way to get there, it looks like. That's why there's 2 quest markers. Oh, okay. Bone chomping noodle. Yep, you hear him? He's not right next to me, but he's nearish, and he's chomping his bone. Having a good old time. Silver-filled pouch. Yeah, I don't find that. I mean, I just healed everybody and everything. I don't need the experience points. There's no reason to fight these guys. You watch the ones that end, preferably within 50 episodes or so. So no One Piece is what you're saying. Lawrence Mance. Whoa!
Fight with honor. Have at you.
Opt out. think I saw a chest over here.
Letting us begin.
Oh. You know, Barrel never seems to realize when to take no for an answer, you know? Like, no, we don't want to watch that. You know, but it's good. I like it. Yep. He keeps literally adding it. Oh my god. Wait, hold on.
Time to teach you a lesson.
I mean, yeah, if you want to watch that for years, right? Oh, well, can't open that. Can't bring Therion into every battle, or every dungeon, unless I started as Therion. If I ever played this again, I would probably pick Therion as my lead character. Yeah, Barrel never really understands the diplomatic, yeah, like when to not say something.
I've done my research on you.
What was the show that ended?
My turn now.
Oh, she put it there to shut up Barrel. That's funny. That is funny. Steven, I thought he liked Steven Universe. Yeah, but Barrel, that's kind of the thing that does bug me about him, is that he's not really good at giving things a chance. Nothing in there. This is quite long, ladies. Oh, I could always use more refreshing gems. I feel like I used up so many of them fighting those super bosses.
Well then.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, he does that. And that's never a good attitude to have. Never a good attitude. Ooh. Alright, here we are. What's up, fool?
That's enough, Werner. Your villainy ends here.
Right here. Alright, let's see if I can take a... No. If you jump on me, that's bad. No. We've talked about this. Remember you hurt me? Let's see if I can take a bathroom break without him flipping out too much. You could bark all you want, run around, chew the bone, but don't jump on me. I'm not looking to get hurt again. You can't bark with the bone in your mouth, you weirdo. I'll be right back, guys. No. Oh, stop it. Take the bone out of your mouth before you start barking. Alright, come on. Good boy. Alright, I'm back. Give me a moment. We'll be right back. Alright, let's go over here.
What nonsense are you spouting now?
A warrior of your skill and repute serving...
Every show has animation errors.
for paupers and peasants.
Why don't you find a show that he loves and bring up a list of animation errors then?
Isn't too late to
That'll show him.
find yourself a more worthy cause. Join me as captain of my guard. I will see that you are...
I could do that with Dickles the Bee. I just like having the Gibbs face there. The Cosmic Gibbs, as Bill likes to call it.
And all you stand for. This sword would cut down 100 tyrants like you.
It's good that
to protect the right of a
Starfield
single
that I spent hours and hours drawing is finally being put to good use instead of just being buried in a Kazareth game. It stinks!
Why you lug that steel around? For the sake of churls you hardly know.
You the churl fool?
God's teeth. They grew fools thick and fast in that hornwork of yours. Tell me,
But enough about my dick.
what harvest do you reap with your selfless valor? The gratitude of the rebel, freeing self-regard, self-righteous oath. The only cause a man needs is himself. Might is the one truth before which all things must yield. History has
You're right,
shown us
Park.
this.
What
That's
do
funny.
you know of truth?
All I need to know. Or have you forgotten?
Oh my
You
god.
once wielded your sword for the sake of King
We'll
and
be right back.
How
Oh,
did
I didn't mean to
that
skip
work
that.
out for you, eh, Sir Alberic? Your blade may be unbending, but did the man not break?
I cannot deny this. I failed both king and kingdom, and became a prisoner of my own past.
So why do you persist in this folly? Join me, and together we can...
But on this journey,
He literally sounds like Dracula. Remaking this world!
to protect someone is to gaze into the future with eyes unclouded.
What
Yet that's
is
true,
the
but
story
people like this
of
are
which
nothing
you speak?
if not hypocritical.
To gaze into their future and the world they would one day build. A bright future that we might share together. This is for what I fight. This is why I must protect those in need. Tell me, Werner, who stands by you? When you look to the future, who gazes with you over the bleak landscape that your might has seized?
It's funny because Ophelia and Cyrus's final chapters had very similar themes to each other, and it seems that Therion and Ulbric have very similar themes.
Enough prattle, fool!
My future is as boundless as my power and ambition. No one can stand with me, for I need no man.
Oh, well, I'll look at those later. I loved that show when it was on back in the day. I wonder if it still holds up.
Because you have nothing of substance to protect. And so, it falls to my sword to speak the truth.
Here we go.
Will not fail.
He's on a horse in his office. Alright, he's big to axes. An aura of dread pervades the battlefield. Alright, okay, you could do some damage and some oppression. Okay.
Coming, if thou
Alright.
darest.
Alright, arrows do not work.
The battle is truly joined.
Let me just see what his skill for axes is. No. Start chipping you down.
Do my best.
Staves do not work. Okay. Boost. Oh, I can't boost. Shit. Alright, just do it. Raw then. Alright, win. Win works.
Coming, if thou darest.
Alright, so let's set up the transfer rune.
Scattering them all. What next?
Alright. Boost it, and we're gonna go for the... Whoop, where is it? Wind rune.
Conjuring scrolls.
Alright, and we're gonna set up ethereal healing.
Benefic stars, bless us.
The battle is truly joined.
Boom!
What's this?
EB, you funny. Alright. I need to find at least one other weakness. Analyze. Daggers! Okay, that doesn't help me much. Oof! There we go. Boom. Oh no, hon, it's down. That's really bad. It doesn't matter. Poke. Okay. I mean, Cyrus is going to do the majority of the damage here, but, yeah. Wait, I went too far. Alright, Haunted doesn't have the rune anymore, which sucks.
The battle is truly joined.
Alright, let's go with Tiger's Rage.
Anger numbs the tiger. What's this now?
Boom. Burner shifted his weight. Oh, bad. Damn it.
The battle is truly joined.
Alright. He does kind of look like him. With the the sorcerer outfit on. Alright, we have to... We have to heal.
Using this.
Well then,
God damn it. Cyrus not having the rune is devastating because the runes are the most effective on him. You saw that 9999 he was doing with each strike.
Victory shall be mine.
Now, what next?
Oh, why did I do that? That was silly. Okay, okay. Transfer rune.
Scattering them all.
Shooting star.
Now then.
Alright, this'll break him. No more.
bring about a miracle of healing.
This guy hits hard, so...
What's this now?
Letting my
Medio.
arrow fly and true.
Alright. Boost. And cast the wind rune again.
Conjuring scrolls.
Cool. Alright.
What's this now?
Bam!
I'll do my best.
Yeah, heal anyway. Even though everybody's pretty good, Cyrus needs a little bit.
The battle is truly joined.
I should have done something better than
My
that.
arrow fly and true.
Oh, go to Patience turn. Magic Missile. There you go.
Letting the
I'll cast
hunt
Ultima.
begin.
Alright, this is a good time to... do this.
This will hurt.
Magic Missile at the darkness. Learner shifted his way. Okay, so now he's got 9 shields, and I can't chip him with wind. I can still damage him with wind, but I can't chip him with wind. Which means I need to find one of his other weaknesses. Well, let's heal.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Actually, I should have had her do the all element
The
spell.
battle is truly joined.
No, don't do this. Is at least one, well... Fuck, just go for it. Just go for the damage. He's weak against Hoof.
Letting the hunt begin.
Alright. I mean, I'm still getting decent damage. I'm just not chipping his shields. Oh, he's almost dead! Never mind. I don't care about the shields, then.
What's this?
I didn't realize his health was so low.
Letting the hunt begin.
Well then,
He's dead.
I am not made for such battles.
Yeah, I only need help if I'm asking for it. I got him pretty easily. It is over.
It is
Oh,
over.
now you're talking. Okay.
Now, before you die, tell me this. Why Hornburg?
It's a joke? Okay. I don't know. The thing is, like, Ophelia has a spell with a name like that.
The gate. The gate of Finis.
Okay, so this is really interesting. So in Ophelia's chapter, there was this whole theme at the end in Ophelia's story about bringing the dead back. And then Cyrus's story ended like that as well. Therion, I already said that Therion and Ulbrich seem to share some themes, and they're both talking about the Gate of Finis, which is probably what you have to go through to get to the final boss.
The Gate of Finis lies in Hornburg. I had to have it.
You destroyed a proud and prosperous realm, led countless multitudes to their deaths, all for some gate?
I was talking to Loxolus, and yeah, he's out of his mind sometimes. Like, he keeps thinking that he's near the end of Dragon Quest XI, even though I told him, I mean, like, you're like probably about 60% through it. And I think he's going to be the guy that like beats Mordegon and then just like, okay, I beat the game, and is probably just not even going to do the third act and just miss out on like the best part of the game. So, like, he told me that he beat this game, right? He told me that he beat Octopath. But the thing is, he told me he did it at like level 48 or something. And I'm like, how, you know? And apparently he just beat all the all the 8 stories and then just called it a day. And I'm like, so you didn't fight the last boss? And he's like, well, I fought the last boss of each character's story. And I said, well, but you didn't do the last part. There's a whole last part after that. And he's like, oh yeah, but that's optional. And I said, everything is optional. Playing the game is optional. You know what I mean? Like I'm not understanding this. It's like I'm willing to bet he didn't do that at all. Well, I know he didn't do that. And I'm like, how could you say you've beaten the game if you didn't actually beat it?
You thought
like see it through to the end.
We all hold the worth of men and nations in different measure.
Yeah, that's exactly like that. Or actually, you know what it's like, Etherin? It's like playing Final Fantasy VI up until the part with the statues and the world being destroyed and being like, oh well, I beat it, I got the bad ending, but whatever, it's time to move on to the next thing.
No, wait!
A sword to protect the weak. Look at this point, fool. It was made for killing, and you are a killer as much as I. I spit on your cause, your justice.
Okay, except for the fact that Ulbrich's sword is not pointy.
I will not die by your sorry blade. No, I shall go out on my own terms.
I'm fine with that.
Rot in hell, false knight.
Cool. What's funny is like blades with square ends like that are real, but they're usually executioner swords. You're right in hell too, you big bitch. Go back to Castlevania. 3 days passed since the successful uprising. With the death of their lord, Verna's lackeys laid down their arms, and so peace and freedom returned to Riverford. Is burning his dead corpse an option? I mean, of course it is.
Hail!
Who goes there? It's me, your old mate, Reggie. Just wanted to say thanks.
Well,
Ah, of course, come in. Alright, I had a different voice for Reggie. Yeah, you're here too. Oh, I don't remember the voice. You know each other. I don't remember the voice I had for Reggie. After you helped him in that alley off the square, we ran into each other. He told me where I might find you. Thank you for that, by the by. I think it was just like the generic Yankees voice. It was the least I could do, good sir. Besides, it's us what should be saying thanks. Yeah, I think it was like that. Hang me, but you two aren't fixed up in Uptown. We're forever in your debt.
no.
We simply did what had to be done. It won't be easy, but we've started putting the pieces back together. Lord Harold's back in his rightful place, and we're going to bring everyone together again. Verna's reign left a lot of bitterness in it, but most of the wounds should heal with time and patience. Just so. Your fate and future are in your own hands once more. That's true, most of them did die, but we still won. Exactly right, sir, and we're going to make sure that we do things proper from now on. Bum, bum, bum. Bona said before he died, every man measures the worth of lives and nations differently. For all his vices, the man may have a point. At the end of the day, I'm just a man with a sword, nothing more. But I can wield that sword for a cause, for a future far greater than my own worth. Men like us, protecting those we care about, is all we can do in this world.
I see.
Perhaps so. And yet, when I look through this window and see what we have wrought here, I know we've done enough. But yeah, I don't get, like, not finishing a game just because you say, well, that part's optional, and I'm like, yeah. The whole end part of Breath of Fire 2 is optional. Playing the game is optional. You know what I mean? If you're going to say that you finished a game, finish the game. I mean, use a guide if you have to, but finish it.
How long has it been since I left? It's as if nothing has changed.
Oh! Almost knocked that kid out.
Criven, sir! You always was quick as lightning. And you ain't slowed down none that I could tell.
Hold on, there's this crab cleaner update that's blocking the chat. Let me get rid of that. Okay, there we go.
I might have had the tip of your blade sticking out my back right now.
Nay.
That's true, yeah. Yuffie is optional, which is amazing because she's actually fairly fleshed out for an optional character, has side quests just for her, and is easily the best character in the game, combat-wise. Vincent sucks, though.
And let's pray that it continues to be so. Still, you have been training hard.
Like, in all the shit that Final Fantasy VII has, some fucking asshole looked at it and said this game needs a vampire.
You swing a heavier blade than before.
I do?
Aye, and quicker too. How fare the others?
Crivens, what am I thinking? I've got to run and tell the others you're back. They'll dance a jig to hear the news, I wager.
They're all gonna dance jigs. I'm willing to bet if they ever get to that point in the remake, Yuffie will not be optional. Oh my god, they made you be Vincent? Ugh. That's like the way they did it, though. Didn't they just assign you a character? They were like, you're this character. That's the way I read about it anyway.
Back, he said, and watch over those he'd sworn to protect.
I've been like, can I be somebody better than that?
I found my answer. When I realized the cause I truly fought for, faces came unbidden to my mind. To all who need me, this oath I offer.
Well, I think you can say you've beaten a game without taking out the super bosses, but I'm saying that the person I'm talking about literally did not finish OCTOPATH. Just did the 8 stories and then stopped.
I shall come to where
I mean, I think, well, he did get he did do the super bosses, but he never did the final boss. And he's like, oh, well, there's a bunch of side quests you have to do to get to it. And I'm like, yeah, so? Why not do it?
I have much more to protect now than I did when my journey started. And I know that if I am to fulfill my vow, I must grow
Well, you know what?
stronger
They ain't shit. Maybe they ain't shit. They ain't never been shit. Ain't never gonna be shit. I mean, yeah. It's like saying, okay, you could say you've beaten Final Fantasy VII without going after Emerald Weapon and Ruby Weapon and all that.
It's Sir Ulbrich in the
But you
flesh.
can't say you've beaten it if you've never beat Sephiroth.
Sir Ulbrich.
Well, I hope that sale comes for you, Ether. And I mean, Square Enix is really bad about opting into Steam sales. But it does occasionally go on sale. It's just Square Enix games are a little weird. Square Enix doesn't like to participate in the biggest sales.
It's good to be back.
That's a good ending. And I get the achievement to protect those in need. Ulbrich. I like that the final picture is him with the kid. That's cute. Alright. So, Primrose, right? Let's do Primrose. Oh, here we are. Let's put her in the party. Oh, so who am I going to take out of the party? Let's take Ulbrich out. We'll take Ulbrich out. We'll put Primrose in. There's no way I'm taking Haunted out. And Cyrus, I just had him out of the group for a bit. And let me just see if I have any equipment for her that she doesn't have. Let's see. I'll give her the Victor Spear, Assassin's Dagger, Brilliant Bow. You think the Ethereal Dancer Garb would be perfect for her. Alright, we're good. Okay. Let's actually stay at the inn here. Before we go to wherever Primrose's final chapter is. She's got to kill the men with the Mark of the Crow. Alright, Primrose. You're right here. In Everhold. That's right. I had business here. You have come to Everhold in pursuit of Simeon, who revealed himself as the ringleader of the Crows. Here you soon find that the stage has already been set. In her hometown of Noblecourt, Primrose brought down the second of her sworn foes. There she was also reunited with her childhood friend Simeon. He approached her tenderly, yet what he bore was the gift of pain. Simeon's scarf unraveled, grasped in Primrose's fingers as she fell, laying bare the mark of the foul crow on his neck. Yeah, her roaring rampage of revenge, right? The friend she cherished so dearly was the last of her foes, the man who had brought death to her father and ruin to her family. What motives could the man have for his vile deed? Primrose could not begin to imagine. But it mattered little, for his ultimate goal was clear. All would come to an end in Everhold. I don't get the reference, sorry. Is that like a Fast and Furious sort of thing? So this is the stage for the final act. To steal specific cars. Ape shall not kill. Oh, Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay. I fear it won't be a happy ending for you, Simeon. Ape, not kill ape. Wait, why does it tell me to press L? I'm using a controller. That was weird. You saw that instead of saying press start, it says press L. Well, this is quite the mystery. What is it, Professor? I'm puzzled as to why there is a theater here of all places. They took it upon themselves to refurbish an old castle. But I just can't fathom why. All that time and effort. Does it matter? At this point, I don't think we should be surprised by anything they do. If you say so. In any case, we're in enemy territory now. We must proceed with caution. Certainly. Don't you fret about that, Professor. That was weird. Like, the control went on... Look at that! On the bottom, too. My controller's still working fine. But it's like... all the prompts have defaulted to, keyboard controls. Let me try unplugging my controller and plug it back in. See if I can fix that. Not that it's that big of a deal. Alright, we're plugging it back in. Gotta wait a second. Oh, no. Alright, whatever. Kind of a weird glitch. Everything gets murder hubbub. The Everhold Amphitheater. Ah, but our special guest has arrived. Welcome, welcome! Truly, fortune smiles upon me this night. The curtain is about to rise. I trust you'll enjoy the show before you go on your way.
Of course.
I own this theater. I come from time to time to enjoy the crowds and the ambience. Needless to say, I also penned the production we're putting on today. It is the tale of a young noblewoman's life. Not a particularly original topic, but to be sure, but nevertheless. I did write it for you, Primrose.
Lovely.
How touching. But I'm afraid I came for a different kind of show. Have you now? To have made it this far alive, it would seem you too have fortune on your side. Imagine being in the audience and seeing this and being like, is this part of the show? What's going on here? Perhaps I do. But I think you will be feeling less fortunate when the night is over. Prepare to die, Simeon. Such strong words. Hey, Smiles. But I ask you, my dear Primrose, are you prepared for what awaits you? Well, she's going to rip your dick off. She's pretty prepared for that. You have my deepest respect, Primrose. Truly you do. It is not an easy road you have chosen, is it?
You're wrong.
I have only walked the path I had to walk.
Oh?
Oh, now. Is that so?
Come now!
But enough prologue. Let the show begin. Oh, hark unto the tale of a girl, pure and true, who in her all too fleeting life knew such misery as no other ever knew. Chuddy octopus.
Oh!
Our daughter, our precious girl.
Thank the heavens.
She is healthy and whole. She has your look about her, my lord, and a cry as strong as your cry in battle. Tonight, you will get your dick ripped off. What, is that a prize or something? This is good. She will need to be strong indeed. Free bird! For the future of her house, one day, will rest upon her shoulders. Well, yeah, the aesthetic of this game is very based on Final Fantasy VI. You ask much of a newborn babe. It is no wonder she cries so.
Quite right.
We will raise her to be a fine lady, strong, kind, and just. One who will treat all she meets with respect and compassion,
Yes.
but not afraid to rip a dick off if need be. We will. When she is a woman grown, we will fashion for her the finest suit of armor.
Oh.
And the finest gown as well. She must stand out in the ballroom as well as the battlefield after all. Y'all literally raising Wonder Woman.
Oh my.
Look! She smiled! That's just gas. Even in her smile, she takes after you, my lord. Yes, she will be a strong woman one day. Whenever a baby smiles, there's always that asshole because that's just gas. Like, how does that make you smile? What? Shut up. Stop talking.
What?
What am I doing? I cannot let myself be distracted by this mockery. Okay, I don't know why it says press L. The game's freaking me out. So this character's story in the play, it's mine. In nearly every detail. Just as I thought. What is this simian thinking? Whatever it is, it's awful. Taking someone's memories and putting them up on the stage for all to see. So Ophelia is not a fan of biopics. It is, but he's a fool if he thinks I'm going to play by his script. He won't get his way. Good, and I'm going to be right by your side to make sure of it. Thank you, Ophelia. Upon my faith, it is good to have friends to lend me strength. Alright, so what I'm thinking, because the game is kind of derping out on me a little here, I'm going to save it, quit out of the game, and bring it back up. It's not a big deal that it's showing keyboard controls, but that, I don't know, it makes me think the game's going to crash or something. So let me just do that real quick. It won't take long. You'll accept her being Wonder Woman? Cool. And then she murdered me in front of the crowd exactly like I deserve. That would be great. Alright, let's bring it back up. Square Enix. Acquire. Unreal Engine. Cryware. Loading system data. Octopath Traveler. Well, let's see. So I gotta do Primrose, Alphen, Tressa, and Hanet. So 4. Okay. Controls are back to normal. The control prompts are back to normal. I don't know what caused that. That was weird. Like, press L. No, press start. Amphitheater Arena. Can't open that. I'm not gonna try and get into any battles. Like, if any enemies, I'm just gonna run from. I don't need the experience points. I mean, Primrose is low level, but she's 5 levels higher than the recommended. The recommended level here is 45, and she's level 50, and everybody else is a lot higher than that. There's no reason to fight these motherfuckers. $4! I don't need the experience points. All random battles are doing at this point is slowing me down. It was just random. Like, all of a sudden it was showing the keyboard prompts being... Or the prompts, like, all at the bottom there, it was all keyboard stuff. And I'm like, why is it keyboard stuff when I'm using a control? And it's not like the controller stopped working. L means start and European keyboard layouts. I'll take your word for it. Bop, 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 bop.
Now, what next?
Well, I usually don't mind random encounters. It's just I'm so invested in the story right now, and I literally am over-leveled.
Father?
Father, look at me. Shannon is Primrose, okay. And now she's gonna remember the truth. Father, look at me.
Very good.
Why, how about did you learn to dance so gracefully, my little lady? I've been practicing for you, Father. That little laugh that the actress did with the little snort, that's cute. Is that so? And yet you have scraped your knees. Show me. You've been practicing long and hard. This I can see. Primrose, forgive me. For what, Father? For the fact that I've been letting you run around with scraped knees and we don't even have any fucking band-aids up in this bitch? I've been too hard on you, my daughter. Burdened you overmuch with my expectations. No, look, now what? Do not worry for me, Father. I am strong. And I will do anything for the glory of House Hazelheart. She literally is Wonder Woman. That is what I believe in. My reason for being. You are a strong girl, Primrose. You do our family proud. But someday you must find a cause of your own. A cause that will bring you happiness. Dangling between his hands, I didn't see anything there. I will always love you, Primrose. It might have been part of his tunic.
Father.
Very dramatic. Enough of this. I must keep moving. Yeah, the flap. That's what you probably saw, because he was kneeling down. So fucking ominous with that dong. Anything in here? Nope. Okay. Yeah, I fought enough lanterns and dragons. You know what I mean? Everybody's over leveled. There's no reason to. And I mean, like, for the final challenges, I'll probably just use the 4 that have the high level, you know? The main 4. Father, no. Why did you have to die? Why did you have to leave? Why would she be in the dancer's costume at that point in the story? Oh, woe is me. However, am I to go on without you? However, am I to go on without you? Self-heating cow. This is how it happened. I have only done as my convictions bade me do. I have no regrets.
Oh?
I thought you might say something like that. You're making this delightfully easy. Father. She was young when her father died. And she wasn't a dancer yet. You took my father from me.
I'll not forgive
And for
this.
that, Simeon, you will pay. You know, if you're going to compare it to Kill Bill, she's not like the bride. She's more like Oren Ishii. Oh, Father. Little lady, why do you cry so? So this must be Simeon. Amber is Simeon. No matter how dark the night, look to the stars and carry hope in your heart. He made her older in the play to not make himself look like as much of a creep. Who are you? You've never seen a single Tarantino movie? I like his work. My favorite is probably Jackie Brown. I would highly recommend Jackie Brown, but they're all kind of good. I'm coming for you, Simeon. My journey is nearly over. It all ends tonight. Oh, travel banter. Hold on.
Primrose.
Thou must be calm, Primrose. But Oh, I'm not fooling you, am I? Is it so obvious? I understand thy feelings. It is a shameful thing to mock in another's life for entertainment. Yet such a thing he dareth to do, and I would that he pain for his wickedness. Of course, I will yield unto thee the final blow, but ere that, I would land a few of mine own. Yeah, his dialogue is quite good. Did I say something funny? How angry you're getting on my behalf. It's quite charming, really. Why should I not? We aren't comrades, nay, friends. Yeah, like hamburgers or whatever, yeah. Friends, yes, I suppose we are. Brightstone, okay. Whatever. Anything here? No. Actually, wait, hold on.
There is no choice.
Like, you can kill him, but I want to kick his ass, too. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Peckinpah? What? Huh? Who in the what now? Oh, it looked like there was a door there. Oh, that's just a bright spot on the wall. I don't know what Peckinpah is.
There is no choice.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Well then,
Nope. Sam Peckinpah? I still don't know what that is. Alright, a large energizing pomegranate. Very good. Hey, what's up? Simeon.
Shush!
Would you be so kind as to not interrupt? This is one of my favorite scenes, you know. Dude, she's coming for her revenge and you tell her to shut up? Time to feed your own dick. He directed The Wild Bunch? Oh, okay. I've never seen that one. Perhaps you'd care to watch it with me. I saved the best seat in the house for you. Okay, now this is like the end of Kill Bill. I'll stand. You know what I've come to do.
Come now.
Now, let's not rush things. I invited you for a reason.
That's...
Invited me? You tried to kill me. I took care to stab you in just the right place so that you could have lived or died. It's the uncertainty that makes for true drama, you see. If you had died, the play would have ended. But if you lived, then the next act could begin. I would have been satisfied with either outcome, of course. There are any number of ways to end a tale. But live you did, and now you have dutifully taken the stage to play out your role in this tragedy. Yeah, this dude's nuts. This dude's crazy as fuck. Such a delightful show. Let's not lower the curtain yet, You know, by the end of this, your dick is going to be exit stage left. Must you look at me with such a face? Are you, too, not an artist of sorts? Surely you can appreciate the beauty in this. All the suffering, the pain that humans are capable of fearing, condensed into a few brief yet sumptuous hours. Theater is life, and life is theater. Yeah, all the world's a stage. Time to kick your fucking ass. Surely you can see this, yes? Your life was a beautiful tragedy from the moment you were brought into this world as a squalling babe. It's not that he was going by an alias, it's that he was the third hooded man. And she didn't know that. The other name you saw, like, that was the character on stage that was based on him. So how many times in your life have you felt blessed to be here? When has life ever seemed a gift? This world is nothing but pain, nigh beyond the point of bearing. Constant, inescapable darkness. Very nihilistic, okay. You're still gonna rip your dick off. All the world's indeed a stage, and we are merely players. I'm gonna rip your dick off. I will tell you the only joy I have found in life. Watching the lives of others fall apart. The sweet fantasies that people imagine their existences to inevitably crack and shatter to pieces. And I savor the tragedy of each and every downfall because, oh, it is delicious. That one moment, that glorious instant when I see a man, a woman, lose all hope, that is the only time I feel truly alive. Do you understand now, Primrose? Your love for your father, and his for you, it was a beautiful, fleeting thing. But it was all the more beautiful to see it all come apart.
That's right.
I thank you, Primrose, for inspiring me so. You have lived all this time for the sake of your revenge. You clipped the left of my wings to catch it, Shud. Oh, that fucking guy. Ugh. And then the right. And now you stand before me, your true foe. Where did we come from? Where do we go? Cotton Eye Joe. But do you not find yourself wondering what your father would say if he could see you now?
Do you truly believe this
Oh, now you're
is
talking.
what he would
Okay.
have wanted for you?
Ah, I beat you to it. Cotton Eye Joe.
All your hopes and dreams for the sake of revenge.
Now you're talking.
My father is gone.
Your father would
I
say
don't
rip
think
off
he'd
his
be
dick and
happy
shove it
at
up his
all.
ass. Yeah, probably.
I think he'd say this. Live not for me, for I am dead and gone. You must find your own happiness.
Father.
More flashback.
Primrose, will you dance for me once more? I wish to burn the sight of you into my memories, that it shall never fade.
It's fucking Chrono Cross music.
Yes, Father.
She will need to be strong, indeed. For the future of our house will one day rest upon her shoulders.
Octopath Traveler 2, now at 2 times the flashback.
You haven't forgotten your debts now, have you?
Ooh, the first dick she ever ripped off.
Who owns you? It's a shame, Primrose. You were always my favorite.
Quite the dancer yourself.
Yep, exactly. He wanted her to be a warrior and a lady.
I know that deep down, you have a good heart.
Primrose, you must find that faith in yourself.
I will send you to your father's side.
Now two remain.
Pretty bright ass
Lady
flashing,
Primrose,
though.
what do you believe in?
She will be strong. We will raise her to be a fine lady, strong, kind, and just.
Yes.
The Carl. Do you want to board the Carl?
Fire in your father's eyes when he faced his end.
This man should not live a moment longer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard that you were looking around for my friend here. And you know what they say about
I'm down for
birds
it.
of a feather.
Maybe that's how Kid came to be.
Oh, the tragedy!
She did use daggers.
It moves me to the depths of my soul.
Carl was trending yesterday because of some streamer whose name was Carl.
But someday you must find a cause of your own. A cause that will bring you happiness. I will always love you, Primrose.
This is very well done. I'm gonna rip your dick off.
What has this all been for?
For his stupid play.
But no. Father would understand. And this will be the end of it. When I
It came
plunge
from
this dagger into
Skyrim
your
Smiles. The house Carls. We were joking that they're all just guys named Carl, even the women are just named Carl. And then when I was adopting a daughter, I told her, just, I know you have a name and everything, but just consider the name Carl. It's playing her theme. This is it.
I will finish this.
Perfect. Yes, just perfect. The depths of emotion that burn in those eyes. That is the girl I fell in love with so many years
Yeah, literal girl. She was like, what, 10? You creeper?
A woman truly worthy of my genius. Now, come to me, Primrose. And let me bring this beautiful tragedy to a close.
Oh, God. He's got homeboys and homegirl. Alright.
I'll do my best.
Father Marionette, Dancer Marionette. You ain't shit for that! And Simeon himself. Alright. Let me try... Alright. We're gonna set up a ethereal healing first. Let me boost it.
Benefic stars, bless us.
It's fucked up that he's got marionettes of Primrose and Jeffrey, though. Alright. Well, he's weak to dark, so we can just start off with a rune right away. Transfer rune.
Scattering them all.
Simeon sits back and enjoys the show. Let's just try this and see if... Alright, no. Alright. Let's do... this. I don't even care about the other two. I just want to concentrate on him, really.
What next?
Alright, boost it. And let's set up the dark rune.
Conjuring darkness.
This music, though.
I'll not be defeated.
Oh, he's weak to staves. Oh, yeah, baby.
I'm ready.
Well, let's try daggers. Daggers work, okay. Lion death? Why does it look like that?
What next?
So, let's try arrows, maybe? Nope. Simeon strikes a pose. Okay.
What is the logical course?
I'll not be defeated.
This guy's almost dead already. This Rune Lord shit is way overpowered. Sweep. That makes sense, Hitomi. Sickening Ode. Alright, I gotta heal. I mean, when Ophelia gets a turn. He's dead. Never mind. Never mind healing.
For thee, my quarry.
Got a physical belt and a large Shadow Soul Stone.
No. No, Something's not right.
You're about to get your dick ripped off.
Not yet.
It was shockingly
Still
easy.
haven't seen the full depths of the darkness inside you.
That was a little easy.
Show me
I wonder
more,
if there's
Primrose.
more.
Show me the darkest shadow in your heart. You hate this, don't you? You are full of regrets.
I love the echoes since they're in an amphitheater. It makes perfect sense.
I regret nothing.
Foolish girl. You think your father would be proud to see you like this?
He would be, yes. Absolutely.
Blooding your precious family heirloom for petty revenge? Tell me, have you even visited your father's grave?
No. First, I must do what must be done. When I can look him in the eye and tell him he is avenged, then and only then will I go.
My poor little Primrose. How you lie to yourself so. Can't you see that you're running away? You can't bear to face your father, to show him your blood-stained hands.
This guy's so full of shit, dude.
This was never about avenging your father, was it? You were simply trying to fill the emptiness in your heart. But you couldn't accept that. So you twisted your memories of your father beyond recognition, until you convinced yourself that he would want this.
Isn't it enough that she wants
It's
it?
true, isn't it?
You speak nonsense.
Thank you. Somebody had to say it.
How did it feel when you killed my men? Did that fill the hole in your heart, even a tiny little bit?
Enough. Shut up!
You can admit it, Primrose. You don't need to be strong anymore.
It's for real. You're right, Smiles. You're right.
Stop.
He's gone full chud.
You have no place in my heart any longer.
More flashbacks.
Father. Can I tell you something, Father? Something I've never told anyone before.
Wait, did this actually happen?
The truth is, I hated it. I hated my life without you.
Yeah, this never happened.
I hated the loneliness.
This is in our head.
I hated not having you by my side. But it's almost over now. Please, Father. Forgive me.
Come now.
How are we up here again?
It's okay. Abandon this madness, my dear girl. You don't need to lie to yourself any longer.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Are you telling me that the battle that I just had, which included all these other characters that are not Primrose, was his fucking play? That's brilliant.
That hard look on your face doesn't suit you. You know you were made for softer things.
No wonder he was so
Lady
easy.
Primrose
He
of
was so
Earth's
easy.
Gate.
Wait, so my stats and everything should be back where they were, I hope.
And on my father's blade.
I mean, I got items and shit from
I
that.
will not lose faith. My faith
Whatever.
shall be my shield against you.
Alright, doing it for real now. Simeon flashes a leery smile. Alright, he's weak to staves, but that's... Okay, there's only one weakness I can actually hit him with. Alright, no, I am not healed. Alright, he's just... That is not good. Oh, that's great. No, don't do that! Ah. The fight was the play. Had I known that, I would have tried to end it at higher health. Because my health is a mess right now. Well, definitely do this. Yes, okay, so wind and dark and staves, but I can't ship him with those. Oh, she's still locked. Do this.
I'm ready.
Yes, daggers work. Okay, we got something going. Boiling blood.
Lessen the hunt.
He was a little too easy. Alright, set up the transfer rune.
Scattering them all.
I might as well just find out what that last weakness is. Spears, okay. Oh, okay, revive.
What next?
Boost it. Alright, go for the wind this time.
Conjuring storms.
I played out his gross fanfiction, yeah. I thought it was a little too easy.
The hunt beginning.
Wait, do you have a dagger? Only Primrose has a dagger. That's what's sucky about this. Hold on, hold on, hold on. That's the only one, huh? Alright. I need to get those shields chipped down. Do you have any dagger skills? You really don't, do you? Alright. Boost it. Oh god, Cyrus. Ophelia, you need to not be locked. Okay, she's not locked.
Stay strong.
Cyrus is my main damager.
Lessen the hunt beginning.
Wait, her transfer rune is still on, so I can just do wind rune again, and
Conjuring storms.
probably should have boosted it.
Well then, prepare yourself.
Fucking heal.
Miracle of healing.
Hushed melody. Alright. No one's so bad.
Lessen my arrow fly and true.
Oh, I should have called in the friggin'... That's fine.
Bring about the miracle of
I should have called in the thing, the monster.
What is the logical cause?
Silence comes.
I'll do my best.
All over your face and chest.
Have this.
What is the logical course of
Yeah, so that was all his fucking play. Unbelievable. That's brilliant, though. Do it. Alright.
Lessen my arrow.
He lost his dick privileges long ago, yep. Oh, you don't have a whole lot going on there. Save your boosts. I got a better idea. Oh, I don't even have enough. Okay, okay. You know what my better idea is now? This. No, actually I have a basket. Do that.
Listen this.
All the world's indeed a stage, and we are merely players.
What next? Holding back nothing.
Here we go.
Cowering before the huntress.
Boom! Cancel his play, cancel his life, cancel his dick. No.
I will not be defeated.
Smack him. Boom! Alright.
what next?
I mean, at least I also have Ophelia to do a lot of damage. Oh god, he didn't have the rune! Okay. Oh god, he has all new weaknesses. Are you still weak to dark? Let's try this. That is not it. He's not weak to wind anymore. Dagger? Dagger does not work. Spear. No. So mix it up a bit. Alright. Boost all the way. Analyze. Alright, so swords, axes, fire, lightning, and dark. Alright, let me chip you down a bit. Fire. He's an even chuddier Setzer? You're right. You're right. Give yourself to the darkness. Oh, he's charging up. Okay. Everybody's like locked out of everything except for Cyrus. What I need to do is unlock Hanet. Is it silence or... No, it's not silence. Is it I think it is silence, isn't it? Yes, it's silence. Okay. Do this.
Stay strong.
This guy's forcing me to like use some tactics here. You have a sword. There is no telling who will act when. Okay, that's fine. This is what we're gonna do now.
Have this.
Alright, this should at least chip away his shield.
Letting my arrow
Okay.
fly and true.
Set up your transfer rune.
Scattering them all.
No good.
Now, Primrose, there's not a whole lot you can do right now. So let's go with the Herb of Clamor on you.
Stay strong.
Well, sometimes that's a good tactic. Okay. Boost it all the way. Go for fire, I guess.
Conjuring fire. What next?
Boom! He's almost dead.
Well then. Here I go.
Done.
The flame
Get off
got
my
us
fucking
through.
screen. Vendetta coat. Okay, we got armor.
Bravo. Oh, bravo.
Yeah, Setzer was a chud.
Full depths of your heart. It was more beautiful than I could have ever imagined. And now, for our climax.
Dude, you've never made a woman climax.
Primrose, and plunge your precious dagger into my breast. Every show must come to an end, Primrose. It is time to lower the curtain.
Double yeet indeed. Oh, very bright.
And when the moon waxes full and bright in dark heaven, and stars glitter worlds away from earthly sorrow, would that sleep hold you in her soft embrace? Then shall my eyes close, lips open in prayer, for it is only in dreams that we may meet again.
Goodbye, Simeon.
Yes, Umber.
Oh, you're not saying the rest of it? Yes, Umber. My answer is yes. I am so happy, my love. My heart is free of all doubts. Wow, your stupid biopic went really off rails. Let us never be apart again. Never again. You really ended your play like that? Wow. Y'all are applauding that shit? Really? Maybe they're watching the balcony and they're applauding that she killed him and ripped his dick off.
Father, at long last I can face you again. I did as you always taught me, Father. I found a cause I could truly believe in, and I kept my faith. Since the day that you were taken from me, I swore
His
I would
spleen is no
avenge you.
more. His spleen and his dick have swapped places. I'm kind of wondering that too, or at least they'll have like similar themes in a way.
Even now that my long journey has ended,
We'll find out.
and I have done all that I set out to do. Why? Why does my heart still ache with this hollow pain?
Because you never really mourned
What
your
am I
father, and now
supposed
it's
to
time to
believe in
actually do
now?
that.
What cause will carry
Yeah,
me
that's
on
my
from
thought,
here?
Vix.
But this is something I must find for myself. And until I do, I will keep dancing.
Playing the happier version of her song. What's up, asshole? Hey, you want to go on a date sometime? I just imagine that's some kid who just saw her. A vow fulfilled. Primrose. Oh, that's a great picture. Borf, shut up, yeah. Gunny just being obnoxious. Okay, so Alphen's story will be next. Oh, wait. Yeah, let me figure out the party. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. Alphen's actually a scholar. So I can get away with not having Cyrus. So let's see. I'm going to put Ulberich here and Alphen here. Gunny, obnoxious? No. Gotta find the inn. Here we are. Oh, that armor I got too. I should take a look at that. Deny everything. And I am going to go for at least a bit longer. Gibbs, chill. It's okay. We'll at least start Alphen's final chapter, but I want to take a bathroom break, and Gibbs can tell that I'm about to do that. No, stop. Don't jump. Don't jump. Jumping is bad. Everything else you're doing is fine. No. Get out of here. I'll be right back. Hey. Don't jump. I'm only going to pee. Good boy. Good puppy. See, I wasn't gone long, was I? Alright, I'm back. My arm, I'll be honest, it hurts. It still hurts, especially when I bend it. But, the wound looks like a million times better than it did 2 days ago, so there's that. It's healing. Alright, so Alphen, where is your final chapter even? That's Tressa, that's Hanet. There it is. Orwell. Oh, I haven't been there yet. Let's go from Riverford. North Riverford Traverse. So just keep heading north, and I should get there. Oh, yeah, equipment. Let's see about that armor I got. Robe of the Flame. Where is it even? Vendetta Coat. There it is. It's not very good physical defense, though. Let's give it to him. Let's see. Yeah. What are you using? The Warhammer? Put the Morningstar on. Okay, we're good. Or we'll be watched over by Big Brother.
Let us begin.
He's getting better.
Come in.
What is this thing? River Frog King 3? Not interested. Yeah, it is healing quickly. It hurts, but it's healing quickly. I've been taking good care of it.
Let us fight with honor.
So yeah, I have Alphen as, obviously he's apothecary, or whatever it is that he started as, apothecary, but also he's a scholar. And I had given the apothecary job to Ulbrich for a bit, actually. Alright, so we want to bear left now.
Let's see what you got. Bring it on.
Yeah, he's a puppy. He's a fully grown dog that is a puppy. And I need to be up there, it looks like. Yeah, I don't actually watch NCIS. It's more my parents' thing. They named the dogs when they got them. Here we are. That's right, I had business here. Your journey as an apothecary has carried you to Orwell. Your confidence shaken, you pray that this is where you'll find the answers you seek. The tale so far. In Sainsbridge, Alfred used his talents to save the life of a thief named Miguel. But as soon as the man could walk again, he kidnapped and wounded an innocent boy. Was Alfred wrong to believe what he believed? Was Ogun right? Are some lives truly not worth saving? Alfred looked to the sky. Tell me, what would you have done? But there were no answers to be found. And so, with self-doubt festering in his heart, Alfred arrived in the town of Orwell. You know. I've come all this way, and I feel like I found more questions than answers. You listening up there? Still no sign from me, huh? I better snap out of it before a wrong step puts me at the bottom of this canyon. Yeah, maybe don't contemplate on the bridge. Howdy there. Why so glum?
Truth is...
Oh, what was me? My poor wife and kids are fighting for their lives. Why did this damned plague have to come to our poor village? Haven't we suffered enough? That satchel of yours. I don't reckon you're an apothecary. Reckon I am, and if the plague you speak of is what brought me here. Oh, thank the heavens. For once, the gods smile upon us.
Let's go.
Just show me to my patience. I'll do the best I can.
Fair and well.
Oh, thank you. Pray follow me. Beg pardon if I'm just imagining things, friend, but is something the matter? You're looking awful glum yourself. No, it's nothing. Nothing at all. Now, we should hurry. I don't know why I decided he's from Kansas. I just like doing that voice. Yeah, 'cause I can't let them see me brooding. At any rate, I have a job to do.
Gadzooks.
Gadzooks, just look at them all.
I'm coming in.
Is that Ogun?
The hells?
Wait, that's... Is that so, Gibbs? What that's all about.
Excuse me.
Before I begin the treatment, I would know a few things about you. I don't treat people who ain't shit. That'll do. Sorry to pry. Now let's see what we can do about your cough. Kinda looks like if Gal grew up and got a job. Dude, that's accurate. Oh, I missed that. Name's Ogun. I'm a traveling apothecary of sorts. A little bird told me your village was in rough shape, so here I am.
Oh.
Not one but two apothecaries come to our humble home. Mayhap the flame shines bright upon us yet. How can we ever repay you?
I'll be on my way.
Think nothing of...
Forgive me.
Forgive me. Wait, did he catch the Rona?
Whoa.
Thought your hands are steadier than that, old man.
Howdy.
We keep meeting, eh?
You.
You again. Figured you'd have given up and gone home already. But it seems you're made of stronger stuff than that. Ha, damn right I am. Take away my medicine and dogged grit, and there'd be nothing left, save for love for a good drink. I like that pumpkin beer. Heh, if you say so.
Mind if we shoot the bees?
Anyhow, what's with all the patients needing tending? What with all the patients needing tending, it's good to have you around. What say we team up? 2 sets of hands are better than one, eh?
I think.
Thanks, but no thanks. I always work alone. How did I know you'd say that? As you like, then. I'll do the same.
Well now.
Phew, that takes care of everyone. And I dare say I've worked up quite a thirst. Think I'll hit the tavern. See you around, Ogun. I'm gonna get that pumpkin beer. It's almost Halloween. The fellow gave you some medicine just now. Yes? Yeah, they do make pumpkin beer. Thanks be to the flame, he most certainly did.
Let me see it.
Let me see it. It'll only take a moment. Make for the tavern. Can do. Actually, I want to see... Because I haven't been to this place at all yet. Ah, this is what I want. Alright, we're good. I would try it. A flagon of your strongest, my good man. I'm gonna get pissed.
How are you?
Something eating away at you, friend? Shucks, is it that obvious?
Well...
Might as well be written on your face.
Sorry about that.
It's nothing, just lost love, or I'm already in the midst of forgetting. You're not a very good liar. If you're trying to win me over, you're going to have to try harder than that.
Whoa.
Why do you associate pumpkin with dog food? And there she goes. Lying isn't your strong suit, is it? So I'm not the only one who needed a stiff one. Long day. Heed my words, boy. Tell too many lies, even little white ones, and one day you'll forget what the truth is. You can't intimidate me. I no longer want to associate that voice with Chris. I want to associate it with Richard Christie again. Or Sans. Thanks for the diagnosis. I saw the medicine you gave the villagers back there. Oh, so you're making some homemade dog food. That's cool. Good deal. Sloppier than before. Almost as if your heart wasn't in it.
Oh?
Nothing gets past you, does it? Is your pupper doing better on that food? To tell the truth, all this time I've been thinking, what am I really doing this for? And these days, I just don't know. I can't find an answer. Nor I. And I wager I've been searching for a fair bit longer. Well, actually, they get really expensive food, though. It's called Taste of the Wild. Yeah, you don't say.
Huh. Huh?
Hey, is it me, or are your hands shaking?
Afraid the answer is no.
I think you've had one ale too many. I think you have Parkinson's. We're both exhausted, I'm sure. Get a good night's sleep. They've been hinting that this guy's got some kind of degenerative, like, nerve thing going on. Yeah, very cute doggo. There are no answers. Not for me.
Hey-o.
Alphen! Alphen!
Oh?
Hey there, what can I do you for?
Well...
Me fever. It's getting worse by the hour.
Oh.
Ogun was taking care of you, wasn't he? Could he have botched the dose? Perish the thought. Why, Sir Ogun's 1,000 times the apothecary you'll ever be.
The hell's...
Why, if you're so goddamn fond of that old grump... I jest, please, sir, I beg your help. Master Ogun's worn too thin to impose.
What?
Worn thin? Why, just today he must have... Well, wrong voice. Why, just today he must have dropped his tools some 20-odd times. Later, he started coughing something terrible, and then he just wandered away. Yeah, he's dying. That doesn't sound right.
The fact is...
Well, with all the patients he's been seeing, no wonder he's tired and all. I don't think he's a mean drunk. I think he's just like, damn, why you gotta be a dick about it, you know? Melissa, please forgive me. Gah! Who could be the villain of this chapter, though? Always the same dream. Whoa. No rest for the weary. My patients are waiting. Yeah, COVID's the villain here. I should walk around town and see if anyone else needs my help. Nope, okay. Didn't take long. Is that Ogun? Gotta remember the voices.
You're too kind.
You saved my life, traveler. How can I ever repay you?
Just doing my job.
Just doing my job. And with that, I'll be on my way. I mean, we're gonna have to do something to save Ogun, is my bet.
Hey, feeling
But,
all
like,
right?
I don't know. What could be the boss, though? Not so fast, old man. You again.
What's the matter?
What's this I hear about you dropping your tools and hacking all over your patients? Not one for tact, are you?
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Got a bad case of the runs?
Afraid the answer is no.
Even if I did, it'd be none of your concern.
Come on now.
Right, whatever. Why don't I just take a quick look?
That'll do.
Why don't you just mind your own business? Come on, old man. Believe it or not, I'm worried about you. How touching. But look, I know my body as well as... Cough, cough, cough.
Ye gets.
Good grief. You're getting a checkup whether you like it or not. Enforced medical procedures. Keep your bloody hands off me. I hope it's not that. That'd be stupid. I told you I'm perfectly aware of what's happening to my...
Huh?
So you knew you were about to hawk up all that blood, huh? You're sicker than a dog, and I'd be one sorry apothecary to let you walk away untreated. Now be a good patient here. Go ahead and treat me then, if you can.
Son of a...
You still don't trust me, you son of a... Hells and tarnation. I've heard that, and it's probably true. Doctors make the worst patients.
Holy.
You're falling apart inside and out. Your forehead's nigh on fire, and what in the blazes is this horrible purple rash? It's a miracle you're even standing. How could you let yourself get in this state? Don't you get it? If you don't treat this, you're going to die.
Aye.
Tell me something I don't know.
What the?
If you knew, then why? It's none of your concern. Even if I told you, what would you be able to do about it? Nothing, that's what.
We'll be on our way.
Forget about me, Alphen, for both our sakes. Okay, so, two theories I have. One is that this is like some new disease that he doesn't even know how you would treat, and therefore he assumes nobody would know how to treat. Or he's beating himself up so much about his past that he feels he's not worth saving. Exactly, Hebe. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because he only treats people that he feels are worth saving. That's his whole shtick, right? So maybe he thinks he's not worth saving. But Alphen's this guy who believes anybody would be worth saving. Someone around here must know something about Ogun. And we got some travel banter. But I wonder why. That man's face was the face of one who had given up all hope. Animals, yes. Had he lost his reason to live? Was he so tortured by the sins of his past? Either way, it's a damn fool that lives life as if he wants it to end. Just so. But would it behoove us to learn what makes him act in such a matter? If there is anything I might do not hesitate to ask. I won't. You're a good man to talk up when things are bothering me and my blood is out. Wherever you need my ear, you need only say the word. Thanks, Ulbrich. It's good having you around. I can't very well leave things alone after all. That man. And another one. Alphen, I've drawn you a bath. Oh, thanks. That's mighty kind of you. Do let me know if there's anything else I can do. I appreciate it, really, I do. But don't wear yourself out on my account, you hear? It does no one any good if you work yourself sick trying to take care of someone else. That's kind of what she's trying to make that point to you. Oh, don't worry about me, I can take care of myself, you know. You've got a good heart, Ophelia, like no one I've ever met. Have you ever thought of becoming an apothecary? It's high time I took on an apprentice. She heals with magic, dude. Really? And you're asking me? Why, that would be wonderful. Of course I'd... But what am I saying? I couldn't abandon my priestly duties. I swore an oath, you see. And haha, I'm only joking. You already have your trade. Though I'm pleased to know you have even a passing interest in mine. Oh, it's no secret. He was out there on Front Street. Inquire. Don't mention food to me. I have no appetite. Ogun's muttering. Nice chatting with you. Ogun was muttering the name Melissa? Maybe mentioning that'll get the old man talking. Ooh, what do we have here? Soothing dust. Alright. That is true. I've never read Wheel of Time, but I've heard a bunch of things about it. I guess I'll watch the TV show when that comes out. Oh, okay. I was like, where's the spot I'm supposed to be? Here we are. Melissa. Damn it, how do you know her name? I told you the story of how I came to choose my patients, yes? You told me you lost your dear wife. That she was murdered in cold blood by a man whose life you saved.
Aye.
Aye, but the story doesn't end there. After that, I set off on a journey. I had no hopes, no aspirations. I just wanted to help someone. Anyone, in any way I could. Anything to do Melissa proud. But it wasn't to be. One day in a far-flung village, I found him. The man who murdered my beloved. He had a family of his own, a wife, a boy of some 5 summers. When I saw them together, smiling and laughing, something broke inside of me. And so I waited till nightfall and snuck up on the man when he was alone, and left him in the same shape he left my dear Melissa. You can't be. It was a strange feeling. Though saving his life took days, ending it took but an instant. Human life's a fleeting and fragile thing, eh? I fled from the village as fast and far as I could. From there I continued my journey as if nothing had happened. Funny, isn't it? None of those people knew the man who saved their lives stole another. I can't bear to think of the pain and suffering I inflicted on the man's family, so I don't. But every day I ask myself, what right do I have to play God with those blood-stained hands? Time and again, I thought of ending my own life, but I'm too much of a coward to do the deed. How many years has it been now? In my travels, my body has come to be ravaged by every plague and pestilence our realm has known. But never once have I thought of treating myself. I am a murderer, a sinner. And mine is not a life worth saving. Do you see now, Alphen? This is the answer I found. I'm feeling a bit tired. Pray leave me to rest for a while.
That stubborn bastard.
Indeed.
Ain't
That
there nothing
dang
that'll help
bastard.
at a time like this? Ugh, what a mess. Been too busy to clean it out all this time. Ogun is determined to die. That's the answer he's come to. After a long and harrowing journey. What right do I have to think I know better? Besides, what could I do for him anyhow?
It seems that way. I'm sure there'll be an actual final boss. This is definitely the longest fourth chapter we've
How
had.
do I even go about fixing a busted soul? I'm just one man. One small, insignificant man. Damn it all. A letter?
To my dear friend Alphen.
That's
when you
true.
find this letter, no doubt you'll be off in some far-flung village somewhere. I was more than happy to urge you on in your journey, but truth be told, I was just a bit worried about you. Worried that along the way,
Oh, shit, didn't mean to hit that, sorry.
you've always had a sensitive streak after all. But, should you ever find yourself losing the courage of your convictions, remember what we learned together.
Zeph.
Oh, right.
Zeph, you're back.
That I am, Mina.
Is something the matter?
Nothing you need worry yourself about. Alf.
Remember Alf? He's back. In Pog
I've
form.
always admired your selflessness. In helping others, you think nothing of yourself. In that sense, you're the best apothecary and the best friend anyone could ask for. You have nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. So go out there, Alf, and do what you feel is right.
It's true, yeah.
With your heart at ease and your head held high.
The Pog thing was very brief.
P.S. This is far too embarrassing to say in person, so I'll just hide this letter underneath all your stuff.
That idiot. Just reading that, my face is as red as a beet.
Beats are purple, but okay.
Thanks, buddy. I really got myself worked up over nothing, didn't I? I know what I need to do. And God's be damned if anyone will keep me from doing it. Ain't that right, Seth? I'll show everyone what I believe in. Including you, wherever you are. And you too, Ogun. Just you wait.
Go to Ogun at the end. Alright. I do want to kind of end it soon, but let's at least see what the deal is here.
Hey, old man. I'm here, whether you like it or not.
Alphen, how many times must I say
I swear,
it?
like, Alpha would be the dude to come into a hospital like, DNR, I don't believe in that.
Just leave me here and go on your way.
Oh, enough.
I'm gonna treat these bitches whether they want it or not.
Huh?
Quit your belly aching and lie down before I have to knock you over.
And thus Dr. House was born.
What? What in the God's name are you?
So you're a stinking murderer. A sinner, huh? Great. Like I give a damn. It ain't my job to choose who lives and who dies. I ain't no god. If it's in my power to help a body, I'll be damned if that ain't what I'm gonna do. That's why I became an apothecary. That's what I believe in. There. That should keep you breathing for now.
Just what do you plan to do next?
Ain't it obvious? I'm gonna fix you. And not just your body. All of you. I'm gonna whip up an elixir that'll have you feeling like a new man. Just you wait, Ogun.
Fix me? Don't make me laugh.
Well, I guess he does want the Met guy to have quality of life, but I don't know how he plans on doing that. Well, I dashed out of there like a man on a mission. But heck if I got the faintest idea what to do next. I ain't never seen the likes of those symptoms.
Should you ever find yourself losing the courage of your convictions, remember what we learned together.
Yeah, in a way it is fitting, you're right. Come to think of it. One time when Zeph and I were studying together. Yeah, right. Jesus.
Alphen.
Say, Alf. Remember when we were small and you got real sick? We feared you were going to die. Slowly but steadily, your body cramped up until you couldn't even hold a spoon. And those terrible purple blotches, I could hardly bear to look at you. So he had the same thing in the past. I've been trying to replicate the elixir that cured you, but to no avail. That traveler saved you was really something else. Oh. Ha, too bad we weren't of mind to ask for the recipe back then, huh? I bet you it was Ogun. Fun times, Zeph. So much for remembering. Wait a minute. Couldn't hold a spoon? Hasn't Ogun been dropping his tools? And purple blotches. No, it couldn't be. It's too much of a coincidence, or is it? If Ogun has the same disease I had, that means there's a cure. The same cure that saved my life. Yeah, think, Alphen, think. How did he make the medicine? Who am I kidding? I couldn't even remember my own symptoms until now.
Damn it all.
Damn it all, it must be in here somewhere. Think. Yeah, music's fading out, and look away, it's gonna be bright. Okay.
Great.
There, that should do it. I guess it wasn't Ogun. It was this guy. You're a lucky boy, Alphen. The disease had all but taken over. You had a day or two at best. That I just happened to come along when I did with this potion in hand. Fate works in mysterious ways. How long did I labor to brew this elixir? And from ingredients that I may never see again. You know, I come to think of it, like, so Alphen and Primrose's final chapters do share a bit of a theme of a broken soul. It's just, it's not Alphen himself. To tell the truth, it was meant for another, but that hardly matters now. If it saves your life, it will have more than served its purpose. Sleep tight, son. You'll be feeling better on the morrow. Ah, fuck. Very bright. Oh, I'm little Alphen. Inquire. A traveling apothecary, at least that's what I think he said. He goes around the world helping people who are hurt or sick. Like me. Shucks, I hope I could do that someday. And we got the elixir recipe. Right. Still awake, are we? What's in the potion, you ask? You weren't jesting when you said you wanted to be an apothecary, were you? I went into his mind palace, yeah. Locked it in a box. Very well, who am I to refuse such an inquisitive young mind? Great reference. The elixir was brewed from the feather of an ogre eagle, a fearsome beast whose wings span so wide they can block the sun. So his final battle will be with an ogre eagle. It contains my honey. Oh my. They terrorize the skies above the forest of Ruba, not far from Orwell. A boy like you would be wise not to wander there, lest you get snatched up and spirited away above the clouds. Damned if I know how, but I remember now. All I need is the feather of an ogre eagle. And the flame take me if the forest of Ruba ain't just outside of town. You've saved my life again, stranger.
Let's go.
Hang in there, Ogun. I'm gonna fix you up good as new. Next week, at least. Alright. Oh, we got travel banter, though. We gotta do that. So, thou owest this man a debt. Yeah, he's the whole reason I became an apothecary. I see. So he is like a master to thee. You have a master too, right? What's he to you? Well, he raised me like a father, and he is the hunter I strive to be. Ah, role model. Yeah, that's how I think about my master too. I reckon if we could both work hard enough, we could end up even better than our master someday. The tears of Slaanesh. A bit of Kefka's blood, a lock of hair from Sir Patrick Stewart. Piece of cake. Oh. Better? I had not imagined such a thing even possible. Why not? If you're trying to be as good as someone, you might as well strive to be better. Then you can stand in front of them all proud-like and tell them, now the student's become the master and it's thanks to you. Not bad, right? Indeed, thou speaketh wisdom. So let us strive in together. Now that's the spirit. Okay, we're gonna stop here, guys. I've been live for quite a while, nearly 4 hours. It is time to endeth this stream, as Haunted might say. So we're gonna go over here, guys. Don't go anywhere. Not over there. We're gonna go over here. Don't go anywhere just yet. We are gonna do a raid, and then we'll first I'll go over the schedule. Then we'll see who's live and see who I want to actually raid. So. Guys, join me tomorrow night. I'll be playing Paladin's Quest on the SNES. Friday afternoon, more Lufia and the Fortress of Doom, also on the SNES. And Saturday night, Children of Mana on the DS. If you're looking for Octopath Traveler, just be here a week from today, next Wednesday afternoon. That being said, let's see who we're going to raid. Oh, that is not at all what I wanted. I wanted Twitch. All right, let's see who's on. Got quite a few people on. Yuki's on. But she's doing Final Fantasy VII, and I'm not. Okay, EB. I already kind of chose somebody, but alright. I guess we're rating Kitty. Alright. Okay. Never mind that then. Alright, so Kitty's on playing Virgo versus the Zodiac? I don't know what that is exactly, but okay. Well, I wasn't going to raid Yuki. That's what I was trying to say. I was going to raid Callie. But we'll raid Kitty, no problem. Because there was something I wanted to tell Callie, but I could just join her stream after the raid and tell her. Oh god, that audio. Let me refresh that. I wish Twitch would fix that already. Alright, so we'll be raiding Kitty.
No, there's a room here where they get you into a scalding hot coffee pot. It's simply to die for.
Stop, Gibbs.
Literally, though, I almost died from it.
Gibbs!
That doesn't sound pleasant at all.
Alright, let me give you... Oh, get off of me. Let me give you guys a raid call. It's a simple one this time. In honor of Goose Game coming out on Steam, and I'm gonna find a way to get that into the schedule sometime soon. Peace was never an option. So copy paste that as we go into Darkling Kitty's stream. They are playing a game I've never heard of. Like I said, Virgo versus the Zodiac. And looks cute. Like I said, we'll see you guys on Kitty's stream. I'll see you guys on the Discord, and I'll see you tomorrow for some Paladin's Quest. Yeah, it's okay. I'll go to her stream by myself. I can watch more than one stream. So, here we go, guys. Peace and bacon grease indeed.